You are about to enjoy an It Takes Three Network podcast.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy. Oh, sorry. The Crab Shack is hiring. The hottest spot in Newport Beach for summertime work. We're looking to fill all positions. Come join our highly motivated team and help us serve up some of the best food on the pier together this summer.
Here we are.
We're together.
We're together in the same room. It's awesome. We should take a picture.
We should take a picture. Okay, we'll get a picture.
We'll get it.
We'll get a picture for Aunt. But we're really excited because, one, we're together.
Yeah.
And I didn't think this day was going to
I was just going to
come.
say that. I didn't think we would be able to be together, at least for this finale.
Yeah.
And we are. And it's really special because it's a really intense, emotion-driven finale, and it's good that we can like see each other in person and like read off, you know, what's the summary of what happened tonight.
Yeah. And experience it together.
Yeah. Well, we did experience it together the first time I watched it.
Oh my God, that's true.
But I don't even remember. It was like watching the episode for the first time, even though I remembered what happened in the last 2 minutes or 5 minutes of the episode. I do and I don't. You know?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But we're Let's Talk OC. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Liz.
And we're obviously talking about Season 3, Episode 25, The Graduates. If you don't know what happens in Season 4 and you don't want to continue listening for this episode because we're going to get deep into the finale and we're just going to get into it. And if you feel you're thinking a different way and you don't want spoilers, then stop this episode and watch Season 4, Episode 1, and then you can come back and listen to this. Just wanted to put it out there.
You never know.
You never know. We just wanted to put that out there as kind of a little note.
Yeah, and we did have, when we do questions and comments, like there are people that watched it and didn't know what happened and you know, put up Season 4 and they're like, oh shit, okay.
Right.
Now I know things are, you know, happening and confirmed and now I know what's going to happen.
Confirmed. That's the best way to put it. So
even though, you know, what we're saying, it's hard to go past that, bypass it. So we have to talk about it.
We have to talk about it. Right. And so if you don't know how Season 4 picks up, and you don't want the resolution and confirmation of what we're going to talk about in the end of this episode, then just hit pause right now and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
All right. Season 3, Episode 25, The Graduates. Original air date, May 18th, 2006. Written by Josh Schwartz and Bob De Laurentiis. It was directed by Ian Toynton.
I love that last name, Toynton.
I know, it's fun. Again, it makes me think of Tinker Toys, and I don't know why. Summary, graduation day is here. Marissa decides college isn't the right choice right now and decides instead to live and leave with Jimmy and work overseas on a boat. However, Volchuk has unfinished business with Ryan and Marissa.
Yeah.
Yeah. The scoop of the week provided by our friend Mike, our ice cream correspondent.
So cute.
So cute. We're so glad you're with us. He chose mint chocolate chip this week because this one more for the color than the flavor. I wanted something that was green because it was my high school color. Also, green symbolizes spring. That's also our high school color.
Yes, green and white.
Yep. Spring is the time of year where the earth transitions from winter to summer. In this episode, we have the transition of the characters from teenagers to adults.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful.
Again, home run, always.
Right? Like the transition, you know, young to old.
Yeah.
More mature. You hope. More mature.
You hope.
You hope. But that's great, Mike. You're always great.
He always just hits it out of the park. Oh, okay. I watched this episode twice, by the way. Back to back.
Did your views change at all? Or you just kind of watched it?
So I watched it originally to gather my notes and my thoughts.
Yeah.
Which just complete crying.
Me too.
From start to finish. I told Liz off mic that I had a cry counter. And I was like, oh, let's see how it... And then when I look back, it's pretty much the entire episode.
Yeah. You're not alone.
I know. But then I watched it again because Aunt was like, oh, I need to watch because I want to make comments and all of that.
Right.
And I was like, okay. So then I watched again and crying all over again. I mean, it was the next day. It's just because it's the music.
The music's great. The music's perfect.
Yeah.
But they're the little babies, you know? You never want to watch them in turmoil or...
And also proud of them, though.
And it's happiness, too. Yeah. Like the graduation, I cried the most.
It's Imogen Heap's fault.
It's Imogen Heap's fault. I cried the absolute most. As soon as I heard the beginning of the song, I was like, oh, shit. Speeding Cars, I love you so much. And that was it for me. And then we'll get into it. Julie, icing on the cake.
Yes. All right. So the episode opens. It's nighttime. Ryan is in the pool house. He's watching TV. He's uneasy. He's going through the channels. Kirsten is doing laundry in the bedroom. She's watching news. They're both waiting for Sandy to come home. And Seth, like, what's happening? Because as we know, he just got arrested for burning down the Newport group or being questioned about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sandy comes in and he tells Kirsten that Seth denied everything.
Yeah. But then, like, at the same time, Seth's telling Ryan he did it all. I'm like, why are we lying again?
Well, what would you do? Would you deny it to your mom? Would you say, hey, Mom, I had a blunt and then I left it and I burned out your office?
I mean, at this point, if I've lied so much to everyone, I feel like I'd just be like, yeah, whatever, I did it. I can't lie again. But that's just me. And I probably wouldn't get myself in this situation.
Well, of course.
So it's hard for me to say.
Right. But Kirsten, she's like, you have to believe him. But
Right.
Sandy says, well, it's kind of hard because the camera shows that Seth's the last person to leave the building.
Right. It makes sense that they would question him.
Right. Also, we were wondering last episode, where was Ryan's car?
Yeah, he just left it.
He left it. So
down the block.
He confirmed it. He left Kirsten's car where he parked it. He was running through the woods to get away from Volchuk taking
the woods
away.
that we didn't know existed in the OC.
The random woods. Yeah. So Ryan's like, oh no, I will go get the car. Don't worry about it. And as he's heading to go get the car, Volchuk is there.
Oh, this made me so angry.
I know. I know. So Volchuk's like, you need to help me. You need to help me because you helped me steal this $120,000 car. And if you don't, you're going down with me. The cops will believe me. Mm-hmm. Or, let's see how your mom feels about it and the Cohens feel about it. So you're shit out of luck.
Yeah, I literally wrote in my notes, fuck you. Because I was so angry. I'm like, of course Volchuk is going to bring Ryan down with him if he goes down.
Yeah.
Because that's just who he is. Is that who he is? I guess. Like, we've been talking about, going and diving deep into Volchuk, and maybe he's not so bad after all, but then he goes and does something like this, steals a car, and then Ryan said, well, I didn't do it. I wasn't. He's like, but, it's my word against yours, and I can tell them whatever I want. What do you think's going to happen?
I also feel that why would the cops believe Volchuk's word over Ryan's? Because Ryan has a record. He's been clear.
I'm sure Volchuk has been flagged a bunch of times at the police station anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's been cleared. Plus, now his dad is Sandy Cohen.
Right.
It's not really... doesn't look good. But, it was really frustrating. And when he came and said all that to Ryan, I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Volchuk.
And Ant will explain how he feels. We're going to have Ant on the second half. Obviously, we had to for this very big episode that involves Volchuk. But I kept looking at Ant. I'm like, he won't go away.
Yeah.
He won't go away. And that is the problem with him. And Ant's like, he's spiraling. He just doesn't know what to do. I'm like, doesn't know what to do. And we'll get there because there is a part where you're like, fine, I'll help you one more time. And then he can't let it stop. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so the next day, it's graduation morning. We have the girls, Taylor, Summer, Marissa. They're at the school. They're setting up. They're putting lays down on the benches. Taylor is super nervous for her valedictorian speech. And she's talking about prom and how prom night and Sung-ho and his
Korean
cousin
barbecue.
and had Korean barbecue of her own.
I really laughed. She's so cute.
She's adorable. Julie comes by because she just cannot wait to give Marissa a gift from Jimmy.
Yeah.
And it's a large envelope. And she's like, I figured you would want this now.
I didn't have any memory of this.
No?
No. I knew Marissa was leaving at the end, but didn't remember why.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, wait, what? She goes on the boat with Jimmy? Like, I had just no memory. Just no memory of it at all.
I remembered this, but for some reason I forgot about Greece. And you remembered that.
Did I?
Yeah, you said, oh, I thought it was Greece at a past episode of ours. And I was like, oh, no. Or someone wrote in Greece and you were like, yeah, no, it's Greece. And I, for some, because I know Jimmy's in Hawaii.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so back at the Cohens, Kirsten, she gets a knock at the door and it's Dawn.
Oh,
This is the first time I cried on the counter.
It was sweet to see her. And Kirsten's like, we can hug. Like,
I know, they hug.
The mamas.
Dawn makes a joke about being drunk the last time she was there.
Yeah, and like, also we have an alcoholic
Yeah.
in the house too.
Yeah.
And she's like, haha, like, what do I say to that? I'm like, oh, wait, you both have problems with alcohol.
And I wonder
Ironic.
if Dawn might not know about Kirsten's
I don't think she knows. Yeah.
struggle.
So it was, Kirsten's always like so
Poised?
sophisticated. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, alcohol. It's weird.
It was, it was funny. Ryan comes in and he hugs her and they reunite. And Ryan, you can see, is just so happy that his mom is actually
and
there.
she's so happy.
Oh my! And she looks great.
Yeah. She's turning her life around.
I know. At the Roberts, Caitlin's home.
Yeah.
She enters. She makes a very funny, inappropriate joke to Dr. Roberts about changing her A's to B's.
I love this.
She's
really
talking
cracked
about
up.
her breasts.
Her breasts.
And Dr. Roberts is kind of taken aback. And then Julie comes home and she's so shocked to see that Caitlin's home.
Yeah, she had no idea. She's like, yeah, I thought I'd just come home.
And she's like, well, I figured because Dad's not coming, I'll come.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell that Julie is pretty skeptical about this. Like, yeah, what's up?
Right.
Like, what's the ulterior motive here?
Sad that Jimmy wasn't at Marissa's graduation.
I know. I mean, I'm glad they worked him in because it would have been cheap if they just disregarded him.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
But come on.
Right. And she's like, oh, I knew Dad wouldn't be here, so I took his ticket. It's like, oh,
right.
That's great.
Right. The boys are at home, the girls, everyone's getting ready for graduation. Seth goes into Sandy's bedroom to talk. They're making small talk. They're adjusting their ties. And he's like, listen, Dad, can you not cheer for me like you do at Camp Tuckahoe?
Could you not do that cheer you did for me when I won Capture the Flag at Parents Weekend?
Which cheer was that?
Whoa. Check out my boy Cohen. Can you believe how he's growing? The competition away he's blowing.
Yeah, that's the one. Please don't do that. Ever.
Sandy continues with saying, like, I'm just so proud of you. And regardless of everything that happened. And then that's what breaks Seth because he's like,
thank goodness.
How is my dad the best dad ever?
Yeah, Sandy Cohen is the best dad.
Yeah. And so he comes clean and Sandy's like, listen, I don't care what happened. What I do care about is all the lying that's going on.
Right.
Which I'm like, thank you. It's like finally we have Sandy back and finally Seth is...
He's working on it. He's getting there.
He's being the Seth I know he can be.
Right. The Seth that is in there, he hasn't shown it in like 10 episodes or more.
Well, I feel that he's handled Kirsten pretty well.
He has.
So I have to give him that.
No, he has. Just, it's the whole lying thing. It just really put a bad taste in my mouth.
I know. And I don't think it stops. So
no, I don't think it does.
Spoiler. But hey, we can talk all we want this episode.
Right.
But it is a very sweet moment because Sandy tells him how proud he is and he doesn't want that to get in the way. And he tells him that he loves him.
Yeah,
and they
sweet.
hug. And of course, Seth makes a joke as a teenager would, like, I can't say I love you to another man. But I have much affection
for you.
It was really cute.
Yeah, they were sweet.
So that was the second time I cried.
Yeah, I cried a little bit here too.
Third time I cried we have Marissa. She's sitting in school. She's in, not the cafeteria. I don't know where she is, but she's in an empty classroom. And Summer meets her in there because she wants to talk to her.
Yeah.
And so Marissa tells her that what was in the envelope was the idea of her leaving for the summer, not going to college.
A year.
Taking the year off, and the fact that she's not really meant for college and not now anyway.
Not yet.
And so she needs a new life, which I'm like, hysterical.
Same.
She needs a change. And Jimmy offered her a ticket to Greece to come work on the boat that he's going to be working on.
Right. He's sailing these boats.
Yeah, this is his job now.
She'll like make pancakes or whatever she's going to do.
Peel potatoes.
That was it, right?
Right. But she's not going to be a fisherman. She's going to work on the boat. And so Marissa has tears in her eyes. Summer has tears in her eyes. Michelle has tears in her eyes.
Me too, yeah.
I would like to think Ant had tears in his eyes.
I'm pretty sure everyone had tears.
You know, and Summer's like, all right, well, at least we have the summer. And she's like, well, here's the kicker. I have to leave tomorrow night. The boat leaves from Hawaii, so she has to fly out after graduate, like tomorrow night, right? Right? Was it tomorrow? Yeah, she flies out the next day. It was
the next night, yeah.
But then they hug, and it's really sweet.
Yeah. I mean, we knew this was coming for her, right? We knew college was probably not going to happen at least the first year. She was at least going to take off the first year. So it made sense, but also you never would picture that from Marissa. Like when you meet her day one, you're like, wait, this girl's going to go work on a boat?
Which I kind of love. A year?
Yeah, me too.
That it's not predictable how she ended up.
Definitely not.
I mean, maybe some might argue that her ending might have been predictable the whole time.
Right.
But this not going to college, deciding not to, and the decision to go work on a boat, no. That's something Ryan, remember they had a fight about that?
Ryan wanted to do that. It was they just completely swapped positions.
Yeah.
Ironically.
We're going to go over to Volchuk. We see Volchuk. He's so paranoid. He's hiding out in his van.
He looks like he's like on drugs.
Like strung out.
So paranoid.
Heather, she brings him clothes and some supplies. And he's like, I just need to get cash. I just need to get out of here. And so then Heather keeps poking him and prying. And it's like, oh, it's not the money you're needing.
Right, because she's like, you can just go. You'll figure out how to get the money later on, but you're not going because something's holding you back. Is it Marissa?
Right.
And it's like, don't put those thoughts in his head. Just let him go.
Right. And so he ultimately gets this idea that he can convince Marissa to go to Mexico with him.
Okay.
He just needs to have the opportunity to talk to her.
He needs something. he's not thinking clearly.
No, and again, at this point, Ant's like, no, he's spiraling even more.
He is spiraling, but like, it's a girl. It's a girl, dude.
And you guys broke up.
And you didn't even want to admit you really liked her that much.
I mean, clearly he does.
He clearly fell for her, not realizing he was going to, which probably pissed him off.
Right.
But, oh God, it's just...
Yeah.
The downfall of Volchuk is just the downfall of the whole episode. The way it just
don't you feel like it's just a super fast downfall? Because for so long we're like, okay, Volchuk's not that bad. We get it. And now it's just like...
No, but this episode, pure shit. You're a pure shithole.
Pure shit pile. Mm-hmm. Back at school, it's time for graduation. Ryan and Seth, they're walking through the halls. We have the harbor heckler, which that's the jabroni who makes fun of Seth wearing a dress.
He's like, you're wearing the same thing. It's called a robe.
Which Ant and I had to look up because I was like, this kid is the jabroni, the goober who's in all the other episodes where he makes fun of.
Makes fun of Seth, yeah.
And his title is the harbor heckler.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So
good for him. He got an actual title.
Yeah. They're gathering. It's really sweet. They're hugging. And then Marissa's like, hey, Ryan, I just want to talk to you in private.
Yeah.
Cried again at this moment.
Yeah, this was sweet.
They go into the hallway and she tells Ryan the plan of her leaving. And he's like, I think that's great. And he goes, I know this might sound weird, but can I drive you to the airport?
And she's like, yeah, I actually wanted you to. Like, that was my plan. So sweet. But he's super supportive of her. Like,
Yeah.
whatever you decide, that's your path. And it was just,
I know, and it's
sweet.
also the line of
They're good friends.
I know you're the first person I saw here.
Yeah.
I want to be the last person you see. And it's just, again, the problem with this episode is if you're a fan of the series and if you've watched the series over and over, and now you're connected like me, right? Like, this is my world and these are my people. Every single scene is like a stab in the heart.
Totally.
And you're just like, oh God, here it comes. The anticipation, like you were saying, right? You know it's coming.
The
And so-
anticipation, the whole episode.
the whole episode.
Yeah.
And so every line, I'm just hanging on. I'm like, oh my God. I can't.
Yeah, and then I'm like, what were the writers thinking in this? What were they doing? Did they do this on purpose? Blah, blah,
Right.
blah. And I'm like,
Yes.
spiraling, watching the episode,
Is this foreshadowing?
Yeah.
It's straight up foreshadowing.
which the whole episode was a
the
foreshadow.
whole entire.
I think people can argue from day one it was a foreshadow, but I don't think that was Marissa's destiny.
like in the beginning, I don't think that's how they.
Yeah, like
saw her out.
I think a lot of people were like, oh, Marissa, she's always been spiraling from day one, even though on this podcast we've been looking at it from such different eyes. So
She's
we don't
been
see that.
rising.
We're like, no, she's the best since
Yeah.
day one. She's just been getting better and better.
Yeah.
Where some can argue she just got worse and worse. So this makes sense for her. But I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
So Marissa and Ryan, they get back to the group, and Ryan yells, "Let's go graduate!" And he grabs his friends, and then Imogen Heap starts playing, and we have this beautiful montage.
They
which
did a great job with this
I had chills right now.
graduation.
I'm like, Michelle, you're such a loser. But anyway,
It was so visually beautiful.
it's beautiful.
All of the kids, they get their name announced and they go pan to their parents. And I'm like, every single time blubbering every single.
Yeah.
I could cry. Actually,
Me too. Me too. I'm starting to tear up thinking about Julie, like
Me too.
yelling for her, and
And then Sandy's like, yeah,
oh gosh,
Seth.
and
It's just
Dawn
so sweet.
like wiping her. Oh,
Dawn crying like she never thought she would see her
Never.
son graduate.
never.
It's just one of the best graduations I've seen on like teen television shows.
I agree, and I just liked how they did the names separate, and then they had a little bit of Taylor speaking with her speech.
Me too.
And I just love how Taylor, she ended with "Don't let the bastards get you down." I thought that was
Yeah.
perfect.
There's a lot of kids actually
know.
graduating, more than I thought there was, because it is a smaller school.
I know.
But it looked like a big graduation. It looked really nice.
Yeah, it was really perfect. And we had this nice montage of the Core 4 taking pictures,
Yeah.
the parents taking pictures, group shots of everyone just so, like, how I
And like
feel.
beautiful pictures.
Beautiful. And also, I remember on my graduation day, like, this is how it felt. You were so excited.
Yeah.
You're taking pictures with your mom. You're taking pictures with your sister. You're taking
Everyone.
pictures with your aunt. You're taking...
Yeah.
This is what this felt like. And I felt they just did a very good job with all the pictures. And
Me too.
everyone's just so happy because,
So happy. They're done with high school.
yeah.
But also it's sad because now they're done with high school and
Yeah.
they have to go on to other things.
Yeah. I love that they all go out to dinner together.
Me too.
To
and
celebrate.
Sandy makes his speech.
Cried again.
Me too.
I was like Summer in this episode because Summer keeps crying.
Summer was crying a lot. I feel like she dealt with it the worst.
Yes.
Not that it was the worst way she could have, but just she seemed to be handling it harder than everyone else. Like, oh man, we're graduating. I'm going to miss Harbor so much. I'm going to miss my friends. And I feel like, yeah, maybe everyone else was thinking that, but she really expressed it.
Yes.
And it was good. Like, everyone goes through things differently.
I mean, the fact that she got into Brown, the fact that Seth was lying to her and she had to go through that emotional roller coaster. Her best friend went dark for a sec and is back, but now leaving.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
a
like,
lot.
damn.
It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
But like you said, Sandy makes this beautiful speech, which again is another foreshadowing of like, we've had tragedy, we have comedy, we have first loves, we have broken hearts, we have family members lost and found.
Yeah.
It hasn't been perfect, but we're all family. I'm like, I could cry again.
Yeah.
I'm like, Sandy Cohen.
He's always the one to make a speech, and he makes great speeches.
He does.
He commands the room.
He does. So during dinner, Marissa, she gets up because Julie's at the bar. Julie talks to her, and it turns out that Julie knew about Jimmy's plan.
Thank goodness, because if I had to watch Marissa tell Julie she was leaving, I would pick me up off the floor.
I know. And Julie gives her blessing. And
great.
she's like, I will miss you, but if you want to go, you can go. So again, cry.
Crying.
And then Caitlin comes and she's like, oh yeah, Dad already told me to.
She's like the all-knowing sister, like Buddha. She comes in, she's like, yeah, I know this, this, and this.
Which also this episode is setting up Caitlin
Totally.
for season 4.
Yeah.
Every scene with Caitlin in this episode, we're like,
Right. She's like, I'm going to rule harbor.
yeah, so,
Typical Caitlin.
and this is where she states that she's staying home for good.
right.
So
you need a daughter here.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, another foreshadow.
Yeah. So we have a Cooper family hug, which is so cute. And
Yeah.
Julie also gives Marissa a graduation present, which is
Pearls.
this beautiful set of pearls. It's gorgeous. And she makes the joke of like, listen, if you have to barter with pirates, you can use this. I'm fine with it. But it was a very, very beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful gift. Dawn, she gives Ryan his present
Wow.
and she got him a car.
She saved up and she got the used parts, and Ron knows a guy who knows a guy, and just
And she got the bow.
she was so proud. And even Ryan was like, wow.
I got
Thank
a car.
you. Like,
I got a car.
And to me, I'm like, wait, this rich kid hasn't had a car this whole time, but no, they've been driving around Sandy and Kirsten's cars. So,
Which I
makes
kind
sense.
of like that the Coens didn't give them cars.
Me too. Oh, yeah. I didn't get a car until I was in college, because I went to local, so I had to drive.
Right, right.
But it just, yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Like, don't spoil the fucking kids.
Yeah. So that was really sweet. He was really excited for that. Taylor, she stops by to say goodbye, and she's just thanking them for being part of the second core circle.
Then they invite her in.
I know. And she's like, oh my God, I'm actually one of you. And I'm one of the Fab Five.
Fab Five, yeah.
And it was really sweet.
I loved it. Yeah.
Which this could set up kind of a Taylor, could she come back or could she not? Because if they ended this
Right.
right here, that's fine. You'd be
Right.
like, oh, Taylor's doing her own thing.
It's true.
See, I'm like picking everything apart.
Me too. I picked the whole thing apart.
Yeah. So also at dinner, Marissa gets a call and it's Volchuk. And he is spiraling on the phone. He just wants to make it up to her. He's like, if I don't get to see you, I'm going to make it really bad for your friend Ryan. So he's threatening.
Threatening. And like, so would you go and see him? Almost to shut him up. I would be like, tell me what you have to say and I'll decide then. And
Right. And he also drops the bomb of, oh, why don't you go ask him about the car we stole?
right.
Which, of course, Marissa's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So she goes outside. Ryan's in his new car. And Marissa makes a comment about the car. And she's like, oh, is this the one you stole with Volchuk? And he's like, oh, my God, what's going on? What does he want? And he needs money. And so Marissa's like, listen, I cried at this scene, too. In case you were wondering where I was at on my cry counter. Marissa wants to help. She's like, I brought him into this. Let me help you bring it out. I
Typical
get it.
Marissa.
But like,
Yeah.
I get it, right? Like, this is my problem.
Yeah, I started dating this schmuck and now he won't let it go.
Yeah.
And it's my responsibility. Yeah, I would feel the same way. So that's probably why I would go and hear him out, because it was my issue that I started.
And also, just let me help you get the money.
Right. Like, I'll help you. Well, this will be done.
Right. And then we can move forward.
Move forward, but it just doesn't happen that way.
No. And then also in this scene, when they decide that they're going to work together, they hold hands. We have a close up. He puts her finger on hers and said, for one last time. I can't, guys. You got to, we're all in this
Sweet.
together. And I was like, oh my God, one last time.
Yeah. No, everything they said, I was like, it's the last time. It's the last time. It's the last time. It's the last time.
I know. The next morning, Dawn, she's leaving. She flies out. She goes to get in the cab, and Sandy offers her cab money. And she's like, no, I got it. It's fine. Ryan hugs her.
I was crying
Crying
again.
during this because it's just so sweet. They're saying I love yous. And he's like, listen, let's not say goodbye.
Right. It's
See you
not
soon.
goodbye. See you soon.
Yeah.
You never know what the future holds for them. I mean, it is his mother. You would
Yes.
hope that you would see her again.
Well, you didn't know because how we left off
Right.
a couple of times and the whole Albuquerque thing, he was not sure, but I'm glad
Right.
this all went well. What was funny though, Seth, he tells Dawn it was good to see her, and everyone's looking at him like he's being sarcastic. He's like, no, I'm being sincere.
And as an audience member, when I was like, wow, I actually felt a little attraction to you being sincere. I was like, oh, okay, Seth, you know how to do it.
Of course he does.
Just don't do it. And it was nice to see you be like a human and say, it was really good to see you, Dawn, and like not have an open-ended joke like at the end of it.
Right.
It just was good. Thank you, Seth, for that.
He also finds out that Ryan got a car.
Yeah.
And he can't believe Ryan got a car because he's supposed to be the spoiled one.
He is the spoiled one.
How did he not get a car? So Dawn leaves, and Kirsten and Sandy and Ryan, they're all standing outside waving goodbye.
Yeah. And you see her in the car. She's like smirking. Every time she sees Ryan, she's always got that huge grin.
I know. She's so proud of him.
She's so proud. She's so happy to be able to see him graduate, go to the Kirsten's house.
I know, I was just gonna say. so happy for and grateful for Sandy and Kirsten.
It's just really sweet.
Back at the Roberts Cooper household, Caitlin is in her room.
There's like probably 10 rooms in this house. You have to tell me that Caitlin needs to take over Marissa's room?
I was thinking about this too.
I mean, but we also said that when Marissa first moved in, she was sleeping in the same bed as Summer. It was like, what? But we knew that was after the Trey situation.
Right.
Whatever. But I was just like, you're telling me that Caitlin Cole can't pick another room in the house?
Do you think it's one of those houses that really just have 4 bedrooms and maybe 4 baths and the downstairs is really big?
Maybe.
But
I would like to see it.
Even that would be like, okay, an office, the master.
That house
Summers.
is like
huge.
One of the biggest houses that we see on this show.
I'm just trying to rationalize. I don't understand it.
Me either.
But yeah, so Caitlin, she's in Marissa's room. She's redecorating because this is now her room. And this scene was legit, I think, only a scene to set up for next year.
For 4, totally.
And that's the only reason. Julie comes in because she's blasting music, and she is just saying how, like, I'm here to rule Harbor, and Harbor's going to be mine. And they're playing, like, a song in the background, and it's like, the bitch is back.
Yeah, really funny.
And what's funny is she has this mood board collage of just men's abs.
Yeah.
And Julie looks at it and she just smirks. And I'm like, this is funny. This is the next generation of what's to come.
Did you have abs on your wall at
No.
16?
I was such a weird, but I
think
didn't
I
have.
ever had a guy. Actually, Milo Ventimiglia from Comic-Con, someone got me a picture of him from Heroes without a shirt on. But I kept it in my closet. I didn't post it on my wall, you know? Like when I was 10, I had NSYNC posters, but they weren't naked. Just weird.
No, but a whole collage of just abs.
It's weird. It's just weird.
It's really
you guys
weird.
let us know if you had collages of abs, or I don't know what you guys put on your walls.
Right.
You know.
Ryan, he comes by to pick up Marissa. She's waiting outside by the driveway, and she gives him the pearls. This is what they're going to use to get money. And Ryan goes to leave, and she's like, well, I'm coming with you. And he's like, no, like, you've helped enough. And she's like, no, one last time, right? So they drive to the pawn shop. He trades in. Ryan goes in by himself. Marissa's waiting in the car.
Yeah.
Just to set the scene for you guys if it's been a minute. And he gives Volchuk the money. And Volchuk is like, no, wait. And Ryan's like, no, we're done. Like,
this is it.
This is what annoyed me. Because I'm like, the kid can't fucking give up.
He can't give it up. And we're to assume after the fact that we know he's been following them a lot during that day. So did he know Marissa was in the car?
That's what I'm thinking, because
you don't just say, no, I need to talk to her. Like, what? Okay, call her on the phone. Like, but I guess maybe he knows she's in the car.
Right. And so he just keeps saying, I need to talk to her. So Marissa drives up to pick Ryan up, and Vulture starts like banging on the window. And so she drives off, which I'm like, this is only going to fuel him more. And also give it up.
Yeah. And he gets so pissed.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, damn it. As the car drives away, and you're like, well, shit.
He's like, wait, I just want to talk to you. Wait, bye.
What would you have said that's going to change? Like, there's nothing he can say. You kissed a girl in front of her. You were an asshole at the prom. You stole the prom money. And then you make Ryan go steal a car with you. Like, what else do you have left to say that's really going to make me want to hear?
He's just going to be like, I love you. Or no.
Right.
I have feelings for you. Let's go to Mexico.
Right. That's
kind of like but not really. In Gilmore Girls, which teaser, there is a bonus episode coming of Liz
Very
and I
soon.
talking about Gilmore Girls on our Patreon. When Jess finally comes back
Yeah.
for the 5th time,
Whatever time, yeah.
and he finally approaches Rory, and he's like, I love you. Just come with me. Let's run away. We can go anywhere. And she's like, what?
Dude.
And he's like, no, let's just go anywhere. Just be together. I know you want to. And she's like, no,
Yeah.
I don't. And then
No.
he leaves. But it's like these
You
plans.
can't fucking control me. Like, you can't just say those things and
Right. But also just like the plan to go to Mexico. And then what?
then what,
And then
right?
what?
Okay, so you guys are hanging out in Mexico for 6 months, and what are you
Right.
going to do?
Plus, you're on the run because
Right, because you stole a car, and you're paranoid that the cops are after you. So
what's the plan
what
here?
was the plan?
What's the plan?
Stupid.
Sandy, he goes to the PD office. He's got to answer some questions, and he sees his old office, and he meets this guy, Jason Spitz.
Mr. Medina from Twilight.
Yes!
I'm like,
Ooh,
oh,
sorry.
okay, another Twilight character. I think someone did mention this in the past when they
Yeah.
were listing, but I was like, wow,
Yeah.
another Twilight character.
It's really
He's been
weird.
in a lot of stuff though. That guy. I forgot the actor's name, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, of course you're this DA.
Right.
Of course you are.
Right. So he is in Sandy's old office, and Sandy's like, you can tell, is so elated to be in that space.
Oh yeah.
And Jason's like, are you kidding? Like, how could you miss this? There's no pay. It's long hours. And Sandy's like, this is the best part of my life. Like, these days are the best. And so he goes to talk to Greg, but we can see all the wheels are turning.
Yeah.
Sandy needs to go back.
We've been seeing this for a while. That
yeah.
the lifestyle he chose for the past however many months, like he couldn't possibly keep that up and like keep up his family, keep up like his sanity. It wasn't a good fit.
Right.
It wasn't going to happen.
Right. Back at the Cohens, Seth, he's in his room reading, and Kirsten enters. So I cried at this scene too, just to keep up. And she pretty much says that the fire was the best thing to happen
She sure did.
to this family.
She was so happy about it. I mean, obviously it's a terrible thing, but she's like, no, that was a whole part of my marriage and my life that I don't ever want to go back to.
Yeah. And so Sandy's going to talk to the lawyers. Everything should be good. And Seth's like, yeah, I just have to wait to hear from Rizdi. And so she's like, actually, there's a letter from Rizdi. And she drops it on his bed.
Yeah.
At the Coopers, Robert's house, Marissa, she is packing her bag, and Julie enters, and they have this very sweet send-off moment. And Julie says everything she ever did was for her.
Which is true.
It is true. I mean, Julie is definitely not perfect,
Nowhere near perfect.
but she always had her daughter's best interest at heart.
Right.
Maybe not Caitlin's, but definitely Marissa.
No, definitely Marissa's. I know, poor Caitlin. But she's saying, like, blaming Ryan for the shooting. Like, that was all for you. Like, the choices I made, yeah, maybe
She
they
even
don't
brought up
sound
like
great,
sleeping
but-
with Luke. That wasn't great.
Right. That was my best hour.
Not
but,
great. Right.
But she did it all for her daughter.
She did it all right.
And she's such a strong-headed person. And then Marissa's like, well, I became that way too. Who do you think? I didn't get that from Dad.
Oh.
Clearly not.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But then Caitlin comes in to say goodbye, and they have another Cooper hug.
A coop hug.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah. She goes downstairs. Seth and Summer and Ryan, they're waiting for her because she has a couple of hours to kill before her flight. And they're talking about going to a party because Taylor, she's throwing a party, but she's not going to be there.
Yeah.
She just paid for it, and it's like her
Must
gift
be
to the
nice.
class. So it's like, wow, Taylor, you're great. But then they're like, yeah, I know. Why are we going to go to this party? Because all we do is hang out with each other and talk to each other. So they start pitching like, oh, let's go to the dino, let's go to the bait shop. And then Marissa comes up with this idea.
So fun.
Yeah. So the core four, they drive to the model home.
And they're like, wait, this kind of looks familiar. And then Marissa's like, yeah, they redid it after you burned it down. And he's like, oh shit, this is the model home?
Yeah. And
So cool.
they break in, and it's just teens being teens, kids being kids. They're swimming in the outdoor pool. They're
Awesome.
diving, they're eating fast food, and they're reminiscing about moments.
When Ryan first came and how Summer like wanted to go out with him.
Yeah.
And then how Ryan lied and said that Summer wanted Seth to be there. Just so many
It was
good
really
things.
cute. It was a really good moment.
Yeah.
And I love that Summer, she's like you said, how she was interested in Atwood. He's like, no offense. And then Ryan goes, none taken biatch.
I literally laughed out loud. Not taking biatch. It's so funny. And then even Marissa says, like, I never would have talked to Cohen if it wasn't for Ryan. And then Summer's like, yeah, obviously I never would have talked to Cohen.
Yeah.
And so he has to be super thankful and grateful for his bro Ryan because
Which
his
I'm
life
sure he
is completely different now.
Yeah. But she has to get up to say goodbye. So she says goodbye to Summer.
Another tearful
moment.
Do you think that like Rachel was actually crying because she knew that Misha was going? This is what I think about with the actors. Like when they have tears in their eyes, I'm like, are they feeling it because it's the last time?
Right.
Or are they feeling it just because they're, that great in the moment of acting?
Well, I'm wondering what was the last scene to be filmed.
I know. I wondered that too.
Because things are always shot out of order.
Yeah.
I like to think the scene with them in school and talking about her leaving, and I felt like those tears were super
genuine. Yeah,
genuine
me too.
Tears.
I felt that way too.
Regardless of how everyone felt about each other on the cast, I don't know. You read different things.
Right. You can't 100% say for sure that these people
They hated each other.
Care when Misha left.
I mean, I'm just gonna live
We're just
blindly
gonna pretend that it
and be like they really did like each other and they like to work with each other.
Right.
And yes, Misha was done because she said it. She was done working on this show mentally and all of that. But I felt she did a great job, and I felt that Rachel did a great job acting.
Yeah.
And I love that Summer made Seth and Marissa hug.
Yes.
The next scene, though, Marissa goes into the house, and this is a scene I've been dying to talk to you about, Liz.
Hard. This scene was hard.
You know what's coming.
Yeah, I know.
And so
this scene was harder than the ending for me. Not emotionally, just to watch and hear their conversation.
No, 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
And it also, okay, I'm jumping ahead because
I know.
I'm excited.
We're excited.
So they go in, Marissa's in the house. She's crying.
Yeah, she's like, I'm saying goodbye.
Yeah. And she's saying how it's so weird to talk about the first night we were in this house together.
Did you ever think we'd end up together?
You saying it's over? You never know. Right.
And then she brings up, did you think we'd ever end up together through all of this? And then Ryan goes, are you saying it's over?
Right, like that there was no possibility that they would ever get back together.
Which just...
That shook me. Because
yes!
I don't remember him
Me
saying
neither.
that.
Me neither.
And so I'm like, oh, wait. So like the writers are essentially saying Ryan and Marissa are supposed to be endgame, right? They're supposed to be. Whether I agree with it or not, they're supposed to be endgame. I truly enjoy them as friends. Like, I think that they could be like the best of friends. That's just my opinion. But it's hearing Ryan actually say those words, I'm like, oh shit, he's still pining for her.
The last
All
line
these years later.
I wrote in my notes, Marissa and Ryan would have worked.
They would have worked eventually.
Yeah, no. But I truly feel that they would have worked out later on. I didn't know I felt this way. I was discovering new things every time we watch
Same.
an episode. But the fact that he says that, and then she apologizes, I'm sorry, and for all the craziness, and he's like, I wouldn't have done it any differently.
Right. Like, we wouldn't have taken anything back.
Except for Oliver.
Except for Oliver. And I, again, laughed out loud. I was like, Oliver!
It's like, thank you for giving us that. But I'm like, really? We wouldn't take Volchuk back?
I know.
But they always make jokes about Oliver, which I do enjoy throughout
They
this
do. Because
series.
Because Oliver was such a crazy, like, of all the, quote, villains we've ever had on this show, he was by far, in my opinion, the most fascinating and the most enjoyable to watch. So, like, I never felt hatred towards him watching. And so the fact that I think they wrote it in that way, and they're like, they want Oliver to be that villain on the show for them.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's great that they keep going back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this talk, I didn't have any recollection of it. And I was surprised to hear Ryan say that. I was like, okay, so the writers didn't want them to be apart.
And you're saying that Ryan still thinks about her in that way.
He still does. He still does.
How can I
They've
forget this
dated
list?
other
How
people.
can I not hang on this? Through all of my rewatches, I've never been like, oh my God, but Ryan, he said this line.
But I think it's because you know what
I
happens to
know.
her. So that changed, like it changed it for me. I was surprised to hear it. But I mean, I don't remember how I felt when I first watched it. I obviously didn't remember him saying that.
And you know what? In the past, when I've rewatched the show, is strictly for pleasure. I wasn't dissecting every single thing. I was feeling the emotions, but I wasn't like hanging on every word and trying to be like, oh, what was this meaning? Or where's a deep lying here? But I absolutely forgot about this whole entire scene.
And I think probably too, this is not an episode that you like want to rewatch.
No.
So you probably didn't as much. And so that little aspect of it kind of just gets lost.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that they added that in because now we know exactly what they wanted. And later on, when we get into questions and comments, like people are like, no, Die Hard, Endgame, Ryan and Marissa. And then the whole time I was like, nah. But no, I think that's what was supposed to be.
I think so
regardless if it's like my ultimate Endgame. But it makes sense.
It does.
And like if they were down the line, like she took a year off, went to Greece, whatever, and he went to Berkeley and they did their things. And then, a couple years later out of college, like, we found like our normalcy and they could have came together.
And we always said that they didn't work as friends.
But I like them as friends.
But they actually are friends. And they have said too, like, oh, we don't know how to be friends with each other. And it's like, well, the pressure of, everything in life, and there's always going to be these pressures from outside forces in school, which adds on to everything. But really, there was such a lightness about them and yet such a genuine, heartfelt connection between them.
Yeah.
That I just absolutely love them in this episode.
Right. Like once they got past all of the awkwardness of breaking up and how do we go about being friends, like you figured it out and you ended up being really good friends.
And they both grew separately.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Before they take off, though, there was a quick scene at the Cohens. Sandy comes home. He surprises Kirsten with a bouquet. And she's a little taken aback because she knows flowers usually mean bad news.
Things.
Which I'm like, that's awful because flowers are not supposed to mean just bad things or it did an accident or, you know. But Sandy talks about how he went to his old office and how it was a thing of beauty and how he ultimately wants to go back. And Kirsten obviously supports that. She's been wanting him to do this.
She's like, get out of the Newport group.
And then, they have a very loving moment and they're like, wow, we're going to be empty nesters next year. What do empty nesters do? And they have sex on the floor is what I like to think.
Me too.
All right. So Ryan, he's going to take Marissa to the airport. Yeah. He leaves the house. We see that Volchuk has been spying on them the entire time.
And drinking.
With Heather.
With Heather in the car. Bitch, what are you doing?
And so he decides he's going to take off and he's going to follow them. And Heather's like, no, you shouldn't drive. You've been drinking. But yet she's still
in the car.
This annoyed me. And also, I get that he's drunk, right? But that not only are you so thick-headed that you're going to drive drunk, but then you have Heather in the car. But it doesn't matter. It's like his blinders on.
Oh, yeah. He was seeing red from the moment that Marissa said, I'm not talking to you, drove away. He was like determined to like get her to stop. And he literally, physically got her to stop.
Right. So we see Ryan and Marissa take off. Then we see Volchuk and Heather falling. And so the anticipation is building.
Ugh.
And then we get a break. Because then we're like, oh shit, we have to deal with Seth and Summer.
Right.
So then we go over to Seth and Summer. And Seth brings Summer into his room. And there's a giant cardboard box. This is very sweet. It's very sweet in this heaviness that's about to happen. And he's like, look inside. And she's like, it's empty. But then she sees the letter from Rizzy, and he did get accepted for January.
Right, because when you fuck up and you apply late.
But he got in.
But he got in.
He got in. So all is well in the world. And she's like, I'll go to Rhode Island. I will get the scope of everything. And then you'll come and everything's good. And they're cute. And they start making out in the box.
They'll spend holidays together. It's all good.
It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine.
Everything's going to be fine. What a great weekend this has been.
Yeah.
So Ryan and Marissa, they're in the car, they're driving, and we keep going back and forth. Ryan and Marissa, they're talking about the future. They're both terrified. And then we have Volchuk and Heather's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then they notice that this guy's been following them. There's these headlights, and so Ryan's like, go in front of me.
Go,
in front
yeah.
of me.
And no, he then slams into their car. I'm like, this guy's a psychopath.
Yeah. And, he's just telling Heather, he's like, I just want them to pull over. I just need to talk to her.
So then if you were calm, maybe she would pull over.
Yeah. And so then she notices who it is.
She's like, oh my God,
It's
that's
him. And so Ryan speeds up, and then Volchuk speeds up. And then Volchuk cuts next to him, and he's like crashing into him. And at this point, I think Ryan was trying to pull over. Or trying to get ahead of him and
trying
pull
to
over.
do something to maneuver it, but
By the time he pulls over, it's too close to kind of a slope of a cliff.
yeah, Marissa's like, watch out, because in the front of him is like clearly an area where you can't go past.
Yeah.
You would have to turn, and Volchuk was on that side and just
slams into him, and the car flips over and tumbles.
flips
into
and
the-
like rolls and rolls.
Yeah,
and you're
until
like,
the next,
oh my God.
I guess, a lower part of a road.
Yeah,
because it's
which,
another
thank
road.
God
I know.
nobody was on the road.
Nobody on the road, not on a deep cliff
Right.
of going over into the ocean.
Right.
Ryan, he wakes up, he realizes what's happening. Marissa's unconscious. And so he gets out, he climbs out the window.
Thank goodness. It didn't seem he was really
I
hurt
know.
at all.
I know.
Luckily
But
for
the
him.
way that, because Aunt and I talked about incest, like the way
Yeah.
it landed, it was more on Marissa's side.
Yeah, makes sense. Isn't they always say that too? Like it's
always
always
the
the
passenger.
passenger. Mm-hmm. Regardless, it's awful, but it's generally the passenger.
Yeah. He then notices that the car is starting to go on fire.
And it's leaking like gas.
Yeah.
And not a good combination.
So he drags Marissa out, and he's carrying her. We have this montage of Tijuana,
yeah.
and Hallelujah's starting to play. It's very emotional. But like we know it's coming, right? So like we talked about this. Like I cried more at the other scenes more than this.
Yeah, me too. I think it's because it was so much pent up, knowing what was going to happen to her.
Right.
This seeing how everyone is saying their goodbyes to her and everything, that and the graduation, that all made me so much more emotional, almost to the point where I was watching her in his arms and I'm crying, but I feel literally nothing
Same.
inside.
I felt numb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh wow, I know this is sad, so I'm crying, but also I
Right.
feel nothing because I think I've just been thinking about this moment happening, and I already knew it was going to happen.
I'm glad
and
we
now-
felt exactly the same way.
exactly the same. And even when you watch it the second time, you felt that way.
Exactly the same. I mean, I
Yeah.
still cried, but again,
Right.
exactly
Because
the same.
it's sad, but inside I'm like, wow, my heart's not breaking because I already know what's
My
gonna
heart
happen.
started to break when
He realizes that she's like
her head,
there.
huge gash. And so he's saying, stay with me, stay with
right,
me.
and she's still there.
She is.
You know, she's still sort of present.
And he's like, I need to go get help. And she's like, don't leave me.
And-
Like, I'm not going to
and he
leave you. And he doesn't leave her. And the kicker is that she dies in his fucking arms.
Right. He's like, Marissa.
And that was...
Like, and you see him tear, and it's...
Can you imagine?
I cannot.
Not. I don't even want to ask you that.
You know what? He saw another person literally die in front of him. His brother then is almost dead in front of him. And then Volchuk's almost dead in front of him. And then Marissa dies in his arms. It's like he's
arms.
dealt with so much shit. Not that Marissa hasn't. I mean, clearly we know she has. But poor Ryan, man.
And
Like you
just-
could be resilient, but there's no way the person that you love and potentially want to have a future with,
the person that he probably cares.
the most
Yeah.
for. Yeah.
And also, I'm excited to see how 4 opens. I know the gist of 4,
Yeah.
but the fact that she died in his arms and she said, stay with me, don't get help, is that going to be going in his head.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my fault.
Right. Like I should have gotten help.
This is my fault.
It just all happened too quick that there was no way if he were to run to get help that I just don't foresee her being able to survive it.
And he couldn't leave her there.
Yeah.
But as far as finales go, I felt this is a great finale.
Great finale.
Which is hard to say because now Marissa's no longer with us.
Right.
But I felt it was perfect. I felt everybody was MVPs.
Me too. My MVP was a struggle.
I felt we had the anxiety building part of it. We had the sweet moments. We had the funny moments. Everybody was just their best versions of themselves.
Yeah.
So, and then of course to have this giant ending is like a great episode of television.
Totally. It was at that moment in my high school. I remember people like coming into school and like literally crying.
Yeah.
Because it touched them so much. Like this show was so important to them, and the fact that a main character dies.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And I mean, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
But I just want to say this before we break because I want to have the second half for everybody else.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But as much as I love Marissa, I super, super respect this decision that they made.
I 100% respect it.
And the fact that Josh Schwartz and Stephanie Savage and Misha were all like, this is how we want to do it. I respect how they did it. And because I know this question's coming, I wouldn't have changed it.
I wouldn't have changed it either. I would not.
Which is really twisted because I love her and I don't want her to die.
Same.
Because I would love to see what happened to her and Ryan. But then again, this is what everybody wanted.
Right, apparently.
So I respect it.
Me too. I totally do too. So yeah, if you guys were wondering, I was, as much as it sucks, I was still happy and I feel almost content with it because it was such a ballsy move to do at the time, and apparently people weren't resonating with Marissa, and so why keep a character that people don't necessarily want to watch, which is terrible because of the things that we've said on this podcast about her.
Right.
Like, I can't imagine the OC without her now, but watching it maybe for the first time when it was live on television, maybe I would have thought it differently.
Right. And just the fact that Misha was like, no, I want her to die.
Yeah, she made the decision.
All right, we're going to work that in. When I went to ATX Festival, I forgot which year it was, but they had an OC panel reading of the script.
Right.
And then they had Josh Schwartz and Stephanie Savage speak about things that they still talk about in regards to the OC. And they said that they still talk about Marissa's death and if they made the right decision. And they still go back and forth about it, which, as a fan, you're like, oh, wow, they still have these discussions. Because, like, we, as viewers, I have stupid discussions all the time with Ann of, like, whatever show I'm watching and One Tree Hill and these shows that have been off the air, but the fact that the conversation is still happening, it's kind of fun.
It is.
Yeah. So we're going to take a break. Ant's going to come back. We have all your questions and comments to get into.
Loads.
So grab a snack, grab a drink, take a pee.
You're going to need it.
We're going to need it. Welcome back.
Hello, everyone.
Ann is
that
with us. Who's that voice?
Who is that voice? It's Ant.
So before we get into our questions and comments and trivia and all that jazz, Ant, what did you think of this episode?
It was pretty good. Very emotional, obviously.
When did you
being
cry?
Sincere?
I am being sincere.
Are you being Seth?
He's talking while smiling, so it's hard to tell.
No, the truth is, though, it is very hard to be sincere for me, just like Seth, because sincerity always sounds sarcastic, and sarcasm always sounds sincere, when coming from me.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah. But no, yeah. There was, like a lot of emotion here. I used to joke, in my younger years when I wasn't really a fan of Marissa, that this was my favorite episode.
Mm-hmm.
You're
not alone. A couple of our friends have said that.
Yes, they have.
It's definitely different now because I don't feel that, and I didn't feel that watching the episodes that I did. And joining in, so
every time someone says that, and I think it's because of us.
Yeah,
because our Liz and I are like,
we're so modest. It's not because of us, but it is because of us.
I think it's an age thing.
No, it's an age thing.
Totally an age thing.
Yeah.
So,
do you have words for your favorite man?
Yeah. I mean, again, like I will disclaim this again. I'm not going to defend specific actions. The man doesn't know how to express himself.
And he was spiraling. That's what you kept saying. This whole episode, you're like, if she just spoke with him.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Right. I understand the reasons in why she wouldn't want to speak with him, and why Ryan, like didn't stop, because, you don't see the end with it. Like maybe if he would have got closure at this point, he was, he was panicked. Like something that he had planned went, wrong. He made a bad choice again, and now the threat of him paying for it is real. So. He's got to get out of town. He wants to close the loop with Marissa because he needs that closure.
Do you think I always read it as his plan was he was going to invite her to Mexico.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. He was going to try to get her to come to Mexico, though I think he would have been fully ready to accept that she wasn't going to come.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely. I do.
It's hard to say towards the end where he can't
he needed
see
to say
anything
goodbye.
but this.
I know, but he had to say goodbye. That was what he. I think ultimately that's the very he needed again closure. He wanted that closure.
We all want closure, though.
Yeah. Well,
I just feel that nothing would have been good enough for him.
Well,
I don't think.
Right, her saying no, I'm not going to come. Would he have taken that well? I don't know.
No, he wouldn't have taken it well. I'm not saying he would have handled it well and that the closure would have been great, but. He needed it, and he wasn't going to leave peacefully without it.
Right.
And, in a different universe, a different OC universe, maybe that wouldn't have been the end of, the Volchuk Marissa storyline.
Right.
Since you remember things that I seem to not, as we're discovering in our relationship and just as we watch things, did you remember the scene of Ryan and Marissa in the model home when Ryan says it's not over? Or do you mean I'm not saying it's over?
Nothing specific about that. No, I didn't necessarily remember that. I think it's hard to really remember anything specific like that.
With the crash at the end.
With the end. With the end.
So true. It just, your mind completely just goes to that.
Yeah.
Because Liz and I were talking about that and we got into it and how ultimately Ryan was pretty much saying that they probably would have ended up together.
Yeah. He I think they both had that always oh, I feel very when they could be without the pressure of a relationship.
Yeah.
They were great. Right. And I think they both understood that. And they always just kind of fell back into friendship, so.
They're so good.
It would have been a long-term thing, but when they were adults, I think they would have been good,
Yeah, adults.
Later in their 20s when they both matured to the same point and gone through college and, and all that.
Agreed.
So we're going to go into our questions and comments. We're going to start off as always with our trivia provided by our trivia correspondent. She wrote us an email. She says, I can't believe we're here. Hope you're continuing to remain safe and sane. We made it to the end of season 3. There's a lot of trivia for this episode, so bear with me.
Nice.
This is the highest rated of the season on IMDb with a rating of 8.6.
It's pretty good.
When Summer tells Marissa if she ever happened to meet a Greek shipping heir, that she had to be the maid of honor. This is an inside joke between the people that Marisha Barton hung out with in real life.
Interesting.
Oh.
That is funny. Mary-Kate Olsen and Paris Hilton both have dated Greek shipping heirs.
Really?
Ah, good for them.
So random.
Yeah.
Ryan offered Marissa a ride to the airport because you're the first person I met and I want to be there the last to say goodbye.
No.
At the end of the episode, Ryan is the last person that Marissa sees as she passes away in his arms.
Sad.
The flag scene at Harbor when they are graduating is the same as the cover design for the band Rooney's self-titled album.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
Wow.
Speeding Cars by Imogen Heap is ranked number 22 on OC Best Music Moments playlist.
It's a great moment. Yeah.
Chapters by Apogee is ranked number 23. Bustle did an article called 23 Songs from the OC that will take you right back to summer in 2000's California. Hallelujah is ranked number 5 and Speeding Cars is ranked number 20. When Ryan, Seth, and Marissa and Summer are playing chicken in the pool, we see Marissa's tattoo that she got when she was with Alex.
Yes, I remember that.
So Tish also provided some questions and some comments for us. She says her feelings towards Marissa have changed, like you, Aunt.
Yay.
And a lot of people, yay.
Yay. In the past, her season 3 actions are stupid, and she remembered, like us, her spiral to be longer.
Mm-hmm.
After listening to the podcast, Tish loves Marissa, and she now has a better understanding of trauma and how people deal with that differently. All of Marissa's actions made sense to her now, and binging the show helps gain a more detailed experience and a perspective.
I totally agree.
She compares Marissa to Jen from Dawson's Creek. Wow, that's a throwback.
Aunt
hates Dawson's
I
Creek.
couldn't even sit to watch like one episode with you.
But she says how Jen and Marissa, how they age and perspective makes you change your opinions.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I only remember Pacey and Joey, so.
Yeah. Thank you, Tish. Thank you so much, girlfriend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On Instagram, we have @_littlezj. Jenna says they love the flashbacks and the model home aspect, but they were mad and shocked by the finale.
Wow. Yeah, mad and shocked.
Mad and shocked.
Mad and shocked.
Yeah.
Those are two that go well together
Great
with this.
synonyms.
Yeah, the shock
episode.
sets in. You know, like you get you feel shocked, and you're like, oh my gosh, and then as
you're mad.
then you start getting mad.
5 stages of grief.
Yeah, there's like, you go through the 5 stages for sure.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You go through this a lot in this one episode.
Yeah.
I know.
Ugh.
@NShelton516, Nicole doesn't understand why Volchuk is Anne's favorite since he killed Marissa.
Well, he didn't mean to kill her. It happened that,
He didn't mean,
killed-
you're right. He didn't mean to kill her,
Yeah.
but he did.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
and it sucks.
yeah. I mean, just put yourself in his shoes, right? All he wanted was a little bit of closure, and he caused the death of her. And now he has to live with that.
Now he has to live with that.
He has to live with that
really
forever.
does. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, imagine you killed somebody and you had to live with that. You love
Right.
that person, and they wanted nothing to do with you, and you accidentally killed them
because of all of your life choices.
because of
you've
your bad
made.
life choices. And then this
And
is
that
just
you
another.
couldn't stop.
You couldn't stop, and this
You
is just
became
another
obsessed.
another thing. It got to be too much, and now you're way, way too far deep, and your whole life gone.
Right.
Nicole also says that the death of Marissa was spoiled for her.
Yeah.
But-
she said in Wilmington, she told us in Wilmington that
Yes.
a character got spoiled for her, and she didn't want to say who it was just in case anyone was around and listening, but it was Marissa.
Oh,
How awful, because if you're one
sad.
of the dime a dozen that doesn't know Marissa died and then you find out, you're like, shit.
yeah, right.
So
you
many,
made it
though.
this far in life
Yeah.
without knowing that.
So many, though, know Marissa dies, just not sure how.
Yeah, that's how I went into it. So
Yeah. But Nicole said for her, didn't know exactly how. So playing it out and seeing it with Hallelujah in the background made her tear up.
totally.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
She also writes, Marissa seemed to be in such a good place, and she doesn't understand why the writers couldn't have just shipped her off to her dad like planned, which we talked about at the top of the show.
Yeah.
And then she's really curious about how season 4 will play out and how Ryan will recover from all of this. She's happy that everyone's dirt is out in the open, and now Seth, Summer, Kirsten, and Sandy are getting back to normal.
Right. We're all hopeful for that. And
Yeah.
thankful for our parents to be good right now, because
Our foundation.
they've been through so much in season 3. One of the worst they've ever been in
Yeah.
since on the show. And so it's good to have them at a better place. And Seth and Summer, let's get all the lies out in the open. Let's start fresh. They're starting fresh, at least. Everyone is
fresh.
starting fresh.
Well, now with the death of Marissa, it
You
kind
have
of
to.
throws a wrench in it too,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
how everyone deals. At K Salt Curly states that they're an OG fan like myself and found us through Tree Hill Talk.
Our little baby.
This show had such an impact on their life growing up, and even had friends reach out to them when Marissa died to see if they were okay. Marissa is their number one. Like us, Curly is viewing in their 30s and has a different perspective on the show since the first viewing. They really enjoy our take on the show and can't wait for season 4. Ryan and Marissa forever.
Forever with a
Which
heart.
now I'm kind of with you, Curly.
Right?
Because at the end of my notes, and I wrote Ryan and Marissa are endgame. Or would have worked.
Yeah, maybe.
I know it doesn't matter, but
I mean, they both might have changed like completely in college, or in Greece.
yeah.
So I don't know. It could have, there's just a lot of unknowns there.
Yeah. At Blair says she's an OG watcher of the OC and needed a show to binge while in quarantine and stumbled upon our podcast in her rewatch. She said listening to us is like hanging out with friends and really relates to me in regards to her recent feelings on Marissa. She says she never hated Marissa by any means in this rewatch. She felt more connected to her than ever.
So good. I'm so happy.
She also stated, and this is such a sweet thing, so thank you so much, Blair, that we girls are the friends a lot of us need right now. You're touching more people than you know.
Oh.
Crying.
Wow.
Wow,
Thanks.
Thank you, Blair. And I'm pretty sure she signed it Blair, not Waldorf. So that's
I did
great.
see that. And she wrote us a 5-star review.
She did.
So thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Blair. That means more to us than you know.
Yeah.
Our buddy Mike, our ice cream correspondent, Del_Vasto, he's happy to see Seth own up to his words and that Dawn is making an appearance in this episode. I also was very happy about that.
Yep.
Me too.
I also am super happy that they kept the same actress.
Me too.
Like that worked out.
Yeah.
You know? He brings up the fact that Ryan got a truck as a graduation present, and he wants to know, did we get graduation gifts, Liz?
I mean, maybe a pair of earrings. I don't really remember. For high school. College, I know my mom definitely got me a pair of pearl earrings. But I guess technically maybe my high school graduation present was a car because I did get it before the end of summer, before I went to school. So maybe that was my present.
I got a laptop
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
because I needed it for
For
college.
school, yeah, you
Yeah.
need it.
And did you
And-
get anything?
The last graduation gift I got was in 5th grade. When I graduated 5th grade, I got Pokemon Blue version, and it was the best
What?
graduation gift
That
ever.
is the best.
Aw.
Yeah, that summer was awesome. God,
Oh, and see how much of
1999.
you remember it stuck with you.
That was like, I remember I was at Friendly's and they gave me the game and I was so happy and I had like the green fat Game Boy
Yep.
Yeah.
and oh God, I fell in
Good
love.
times,
Ah,
man.
such a good game.
Anyway, Mike says that in his class, someone got a new car with an obnoxious bow on it, and everyone rolled their eyes.
Ugh,
I'm sure
yeah,
they did.
Yeah. I practically rolled my eyes like hearing that.
Yeah.
I got a car in my second half of senior year. And I had my
Yeah.
own
Michelle
spot.
used to drive Sam and I to school.
Yeah.
It was the best time of my life. I didn't have to take the bus.
My little white Toyota Corolla. It's a great
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, I got a car, but I mean, like it was like free-ish. I paid a couple $100s. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. It was free. It was free. I got it from my cousin.
There you go.
Julie cheering at Marissa on graduation was devastating. And like Nicole, would have been happy with Marissa going on a boat and then eventually going to college.
Yeah.
He can't believe they killed her off, and he'll never get over it.
Never.
I don't think most people do.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I said, we're actually respect this ending.
I
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Mhm.
I'll
I
just
do.
miss her, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a long time to let it sink in.
Totally. I mean,
and
all these years.
Yeah, and I didn't really like her the first time around. So,
Right.
you know what it is? Like, I think, like, just again with age, you just realize like how fleeting some of these things are, and how
Yeah.
quickly it gets taken away from you if you're not careful, or even if you are careful, it just can just get snatched up away from you, and you don't really feel that as a kid until you start seeing more and more sad things happen throughout.
Right. And she
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
I know.
17, 18
Yeah.
years old. So,
And
Yeah.
even just us watching as kids,
yeah.
you don't realize it, so
Yeah.
you got to cherish it.
He's happy that the Coopers got one last moment together, and that Marissa stating she got the strength from Julie made Mike even more sad. Same.
Yeah.
Love the montage of Ryan and Marissa in present time and how they joke around with each other. The last scene was rough, but acted out filmed so well. He thinks that last kiss by Pearl Jam would have been a good choice when Ryan is carrying Marissa, but Hallelujah is perfect.
That was a good choice.
I know,
was
it's
happy.
really good.
That was a really good choice, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
I was singing it in my head after I read it, and now I'm still singing it in my
I
head.
don't think I know the song.
Really? We'll have to play for him after.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Kelsey Nick Burke. Kelsey says this episode was the first episode she ever saw,
What?
thanks to a friend at a sleepover.
I can't even imagine.
Wow.
First off, Who the hell is watching this episode at a sleepover?
Well, if it was on live, like
I wonder if it was on live.
No, it was on DVD.
It was on DVD.
It was on
Then why would
DVD
you-
because it was after. We filtered through a lot of the things that happened. So
Yeah.
a lot of the questions and comments, I should say. So she said that it was at a sleepover where her friend brought over the season 3 DVDs.
And everyone's like, "Hey guys."
And was like,
know what
needed
I-
to show her this episode. What? And so
Why?
she watched it and was like, okay, I mean, I feel sad, but I don't know any of these people. But then it made her want to watch it.
That's
So
good.
And
That's
wanted to
good.
understand
why these people were
feeling this way.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
get it. But
That's-
man, I cannot even imagine that being my first episode ever watching on television. It's like watching an episode of Grey's Anatomy, like a random one where someone dies and you're like, oh shit, and then going back and watching
Right.
all of it.
Just,
It's
filling in the pieces as you go.
yeah, I can't.
She also says that she made her brother watch this series and seeing Marissa die broke his heart, even though he pretended to be all macho at 17 years old.
It's cute.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
At Carmen C. Williams, Carmen says that they were not happy with the ending because they believe Marissa deserved more.
Yeah.
Has a question for us. How would you have written Marissa's death? So, Liz and I discussed this in that I'm actually okay with how
I'm
she died.
content with how she died.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to rewrite her death.
Right. I would have been, if she died in TJ, like that way, like having a drug overdose, that would have been really
Because it's self-inflicting.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the fact that she was getting her life together, like the irony of it all, I still think it's like poetic in a way that I wouldn't change it. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry
know.
for you all that don't agree, but I like how they did it.
I do too.
Yeah, I don't
It
think I
makes
want to
sense to
imagine
me.
her death again.
Yeah. Would you have liked to see the other characters' initial reactions to her death?
Ugh.
I think this would have broke me
That
even
would
more.
have literally killed me.
Yeah, like a montage of people just
No,
crying, and
Finding
clutching.
out.
Julie?
that- oh,
Yeah,
no.
Julie getting the call
Like-
on graduation
No.
second right after
No.
graduation?
Nope, nope, that's too real.
I
Nope.
think they did that
Pass.
for a reason because
Yes.
4 opens up and months have passed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So luckily we don't get to see
Spoiler.
that.
well,
Yeah,
no, we're
well,
fine.
I
Yeah,
know.
we're good.
We
Here.
already stated that at the
We said go watch an episode of this first episode and then come back. But yeah, it would have been even more heart wrenching, if not worse.
They could have done it.
They could have.
They could have done it with a song and a montage of picking up the phone and seeing them all cry.
Oh, no.
No,
Come on.
but maybe. Not that they knew Marissa. They knew Marissa was going to die, but maybe they wanted that aspect of like, let's just give still a little bit of mystery. But because to us, we know that she dies.
Yeah, but Misha went on and confirmed
and
it.
then right after that, you're right. Right after that,
I mean,
Misha
she went on
and
the
said it.
message boards and confirmed that, Marissa's done. Which I also feel like a fucking ballsy move.
It
Yeah,
is
well,
ballsy,
she- you
but I
know,
guess she
you
was
know.
out of contract at that point.
That's
So it's
true.
like, whatever.
That's true, but I'm actually glad we don't see everybody's.
Me too.
Yeah.
So glad.
Because Ryan has to first make a call. It's just.
No.
Yeah. No.
No.
Oh no.
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 But thank you, Carmen. At Muse Chick, our girl Vic, she loved Taylor's speech and her moments with Summer and Marissa.
Me too.
I did too. The whole pool scene was sad because of what we know.
Right.
Heartbroken was the last thing that Marissa says to Ryan is don't leave, which is like gut wrenching. Like I said, and I've said it. I said it to Liz and I said it to you when we were watching. Like every scene in this show is just like,
Yeah.
People are always
Stab.
leaving her. Like Jimmy, don't leave.
Yeah.
people always
I mean,
leave.
he didn't have a
Always
cell
leave.
phone. He didn't have a cell phone on him.
I think it was in the car. I think when they flipped, that's what I was thinking about. I think when they
Right,
flipped,
right.
the cell phone like was stuck in the car and then it
guess.
was going on fire.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right.
Never understood why people hated Marissa. And as much as she hates Volchuk, she can actually see how much he did care for Marissa this
Right.
time around.
Absolutely. You're right. Good catch.
Which
Yeah. Good catch.
which it's true though, because I feel like I finally saw those moments as well.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for them, I think,
Well,
too.
I mean, it's easy
Well,
to
'cause we're
off the cuff hate
super
him.
analyzing every little thing.
I know.
Plus, we have Ant to give us the reasoning, his sound advice. So
That's true.
I actually wrote the Volchuk character. It's me and Josh Schwartz.
And 16 years old or however old you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of questions. Would you have gone with Jimmy if you were Marissa and not ready for college?
Yeah, I think so. If I was not ready for college, yeah.
I think I would have went too.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like
Especially after the year I had.
yeah, once in a
Right,
lifetime opportunity.
time to get away. Spend time with your dad, who you don't really have a relationship with anymore because he left you. He's trying to make up for lost time, but it's also like,
Right.
Jimmy,
Come on.
what a pathetic attempt at trying to repatch your relationship with your daughter.
Come peel
Let me just-
potatoes.
Yeah, so you peel potatoes. Let me just throw in a plane ticket to see if you'll come, like knowing that she'll come.
I know.
But yeah, I guess I would have.
Yeah, I would have went too. And what do you think would have happened if Ryan and Marissa did pull over? Because
Might have-
Volchek at that point is so enraged and he's drunk.
He was drunk. I
He
mean,
probably
I
would
think
punch the shit out of Ryan. I think.
you know, like there would have been some altercation. You know, I think maybe he might have cried.
Volchek?
I don't think he would have.
Yeah, he might have cried.
I don't think so, Aunt. He was so...
He was drunk and he was sad, and you know I think a lot of feelings would have been confronted at that point if they would have just had a conversation.
I think he would not be able to control his temper, and the fact that he can't like get his volume down would make Marissa and Ryan like really have their backs up, and would make him even more mad.
Yeah,
and he
I
probably would have punched Ryan, and they would have gotten into a fight. And who's to say like they wouldn't have thrown Ryan in the middle of the road and him get hit by a car?
I think
Shit,
no,
alternate ending.
Alternate ending
alternate.
there.
No, I think what would have really happened was like I think Marissa was at a place where she was very level headed. She was very zen.
Yeah, she.
You know,
right?
so
Yeah.
Damn it.
so I think like that energy would have brought the whole thing down. You know,
I
like
really hope so.
she might have been able to just talk sense to him. You know, called him Kevin, and you know,
Right. She doesn't call him She doesn't call him Kevin in this episode.
No,
she
it's Volchek.
It went quick
Yeah.
turn around.
No more Kevin.
No more
So
Kevin.
I mean, if they would have pulled over, I think you know, like Ryan would have been like in the middle, and she would have just said no, and then they might have had a talk, and
Yeah.
I think she would have diffused it.
Right. And you think he would have accepted it?
Yeah, I do. To return another day.
Vic also included her favorite podcast moments.
I love this.
I know.
Because she takes out the time to actually like care about us.
I
Not that you
know.
guys don't. We know you do, but
Yeah.
it's sweet.
So she starts with Liz guessing what she can't remember and more unique names for Patron of the Week. So creative.
Oh, thank you.
Anthony's songs for Patreon of the Week and After Dark. Also loving all the advertisements and discussions of his love for Volchek.
Totes.
Thank you.
Michelle's annoyance with Seth is amazing. Consider he is one of her favorites. Also loving the new segment After Dark, After Hours. I love that we get to talk about it, not worrying about spoiling anything. Best edition yet.
I totally agree.
And the haiku for the episodes get better and better.
Yeah.
Always love snack and drink of the week, and now the addition of scoop of the week. Hey, Mike, you have some amazing detailed scoops. Hope to hear more. Thank you, Vic.
Thanks, Vic. So sweet.
sweet.
Thank you.
At AAW3115, Alicia says that she loves all the core 4 moments in this episode and also loved Taylor's speech. What did you think about it?
Yeah.
Loved her college.
Yeah, it was good.
valedictorian
She had a
speech.
great valedictorian speech.
Yeah.
And the core 4. And them in the pool, I was like from smiling from ear to
I
ear.
know.
I'm like, oh.
And
so
all the
sweet.
pictures of the 4 of them in their cap and gowns.
Yeah,
I love that.
Those were the ones that I think got me the most, like the graduation.
Julie and
And
the
then-
crowd.
yeah.
Graduation
And
was
Dawn.
the worst.
Dawn
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
moms.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
The
yeah.
moms.
Yeah, no, that was very sad. I definitely had to choke back a lot of tears.
You could have let him out.
I can't really let out tears right now. I don't know why.
And then I just watched when Lorelai graduates from business school.
Oh, yeah.
And she like her parents are so happy, and she like changes her tassel to the other. I'm like,
And
oh.
even Emily like
wipes her tears. I know. Sorry, guys, we're going on a Gilmore Girls.
Glitzmore Gats.
and
Rant.
calls it gets more. What do you call it?
Glitzmore Gats.
Every night he's like, "You're gonna put on the Gets More Glats."
The Glitzmore Gats.
I mean, to be fair, that name works much better than Gilmore Girls.
I mean, not really.
I feel like that's like how they talk.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's like
Gilmore
how
Glats.
yeah.
The Glitzmore Gats.
Alicia doesn't feel that this was a fitting end for Marissa.
So that's the consensus for our listeners. We're like on the outskirts here.
But she does say that she thinks the character deserved way more than they gave her. I'm curious.
Way more in the gist of 1 through
Yeah.
3.
No, right.
just
And
the
also
ending?
the ending.
I don't know. She got a lot.
And
She did a lot.
brings up the fact, Alicia, I always love your points.
So, yeah.
Let's blame Jimmy for her death. Because it's in his fault.
Definitely.
Funny because later on, Jillian also blames Jimmy for her death.
I mean, how could
She
we
says
not?
it's a stretch, but
No, it's not a
she's the
stretch.
one. I mean, he's the one who presents this idea.
I like it, no. It goes even further back than that. It goes back to him just
Oh.
like leaving. I mean, it's not a
Right.
stretch. You know what I mean?
Goes
Like,
back all the way to him leaving. Yeah.
and the discord that he caused by just not being there. You know.
Yeah.
You know when you don't. You know, I guess I don't know. I don't know. But definitely not a stretch. Jimmy's fault. 100%. I agree with that.
Not stretch.
Also, while
Jimmy might be my new least favorite character.
Wow.
This past.
over Lindsay,
Oh no, no!
He
Oh,
forgot
I'm
about
sorry.
her.
No. She's in like the deep basement. You know, there's no way you can dig down. The
Basement.
You know, like I know for a long time, like I didn't like Marissa, but like Lindsay was always underneath Marissa for sure.
okay,
So,
good
like,
to hear.
Yeah, you can't get deeper than Lindsay, but like
Lindsay's
Jimmy's now
consistent.
on the bottom. Jimmy's on the bottom. I mean, like he's like a goof, but like yeah, no, he's awful.
I don't know.
Terrible.
I still
I still
love
love
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I really love Jimmy.
Nah, if he was like a real person, you'd hate him.
But,
You know, you'd hate him. You know, like he just comes to you like, oh, he's like, I don't know, he's like a drug addict. You know, you can't trust him, and he just like bails, and
Wow.
you know,
he's so flaky. He's very flaky.
yeah, you know, he's just-
Incredibly flaky.
in your life, he'd be that person. You'd be like, oh, Jimmy, great. Like, nobody would want to get involved with him. Like, you think how many times do you think Sandy would have like do like a cockamamie plan with Jimmy before like he'd be
Yeah.
like, that's enough, Jimmy. Thank you very much.
That's good points, Anna.
Yeah.
Those are really good points.
Thank you.
But Alicia feels as though this episode is very sad and emotional. The first few episodes of season 4 are more sad because
Yeah.
you're watching everyone deal with this
Yes.
aftermath.
Aftermath.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the aftermath is always the worst.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, before we move over to email, Alicia sent a bunch of questions over in terms of what is our favorite episode from this season, least favorite, MVP, all of that. We're going to do a bonus episode
Sounds good.
with all of that in because we're treating this episode differently if you guys haven't noticed. We're not really going to talk about the whole season as it is. We're just focusing on this one episode. It's just a huge episode.
Right.
Yeah, which is why they lit the candlelight vigil for Marissa behind us. Not pictured here in the podcast, but it's it's very dark here.
It is very. It's really dark in this room.
Are
Actually.
sitting in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But be on the lookout for that. We are going to put that out.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys, on Instagram. Liz has emails to read.
I do. So we'll start off with Lisa to sum up her email. You guys sent us quite lengthy emails. We were super appreciative. So we have read them. We just summed up a few bits and pieces. So she says that she loved the model home scene and originally was anti Marissa in the past, but she can recognize that she does have a good arc on the show. So another person returning.
Yay! Welcome.
Coming over.
Jillian said she was in disbelief when watching the finale all these years ago and has only ever watched this episode maybe 3 times because of how unbearable it is. She can see Seth maturing when he clarified he was being sincere towards Dawn, which I said, okay, we're looking up. We're looking up. She cried at all of the moments when Seth and Sandy had their talk, Ryan being supportive of Marissa's needs, every single scene with Dawn, graduation, especially Julie, Ryan and Marissa in the car ride, the model home, and the death, obviously. She says, going back to what we were just talking about with Alicia, Jimmy's attempt at parenting always falls flat. Maybe he's cursed, but a lot of things he brings on himself. Another bad parent is Dawn, but the way Ryan handles her mistakes is incredibly mature and shows how he really loves her.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
But
like,
don't you think Dawn has made...
She's
yeah.
the most change out of
Yeah.
all the parents so far.
Besides Julie.
Besides
in my
Julie,
opinion, in my
yeah.
opinion.
Oh,
Julie.
yeah.
Julie is on the top.
Yeah, but I don't know. I still think Jimmy just is worse than Dawn for sure because Dawn had a heart. You know, she was probably not a great parent, but she was for their entire life not a great parent. She is now like evolved a little bit.
Yeah,
You
where
know.
Jimmy just kind of stayed the same.
Yeah, Jimmy took
He
a quick
tried.
dive in the early episodes. And then just really never you thought he was going to do good. And then you're just like, oh, actually he sucks.
I know. And Jimmy was
and
on
then
the
she's
boat
like,
with the
I gotta
beard.
go.
I think
With
it was
Haley.
just a Tate thing, though. I was like, oh man, Tate, you're super scruffy and super
I know.
sexy.
True. No. But I liked, and I will always enjoy Jimmy and Sandy in the lighthouse.
Yeah.
That whole, it never
Yeah,
came out. It never
it never
happened.
That was the
happened.
best that was the best Jimmy, I think, because like he was like on the upswing and you thought it was going to work
Yeah.
out, and then it kind of got derailed, and
Yeah.
then and
he
then
was like
after
the
that-
most motivated he ever was.
Yeah.
And now.
Yeah.
Yeah. She also states she believes Ryan and Marissa to be endgame. She took their discussion at the model home as proof of that, which we
Thank you,
talked about
Jillian.
before. And she hates that the rest of the characters got their perfect goodbyes, but with Marissa and Ryan, he had to watch her die, and she's still bitter about it. Yeah.
That's a good point.
She says also, Heather not getting out of the car when Volchuk is drinking and driving, maybe she's in love with him.
Do you think Heather's in love with Volchuk?
Yeah, definitely.
She would be.
Yeah, she's like
You know?
a groupie, like she's like
gross.
I mean, I don't really know anything about her as a person and her development, but you
There's
can
not much. I
obviously,
mean, this
obviously in her family there's like neglect and
Totally.
It always wants to go into the deep families.
well, no,
but
I
you know
mean-
what? I appreciate that.
I know.
Because
And shows we're
you're-
adults.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
It shows that we're adults and we're looking at it from the whole perspective
Yeah.
of what were these kids
Yeah.
like? What are their parents
What's your
like?
home life?
yeah, she gets in a car with a drunk driver, and,
Right. And then she does say, maybe I should drive. And he's like, no. And then she still stays in the car.
Yeah, well,
I've been
you know.
like, all right, well, if you're drinking and driving, I'm getting out of the car. So you
Yeah.
can kill me and yourself.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
But she doesn't. And she also says MVP is Ryan because he needs a win at this point, and he always supports everyone he loves, including Marissa with her decision to go to see Jimmy.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jillian.
Thanks,
we'll go
Jillian.
over to Wes. They say, Wes. Always.
Wes!
That there are definitely some shows and movies that are better binged, going off of what we were talking about last week. And he believes that the Marissa hate stems from her always getting Ryan into trouble, whether she means to or not. And I think we've had that discussion too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to look at it, even though you know she means well. I mean, you guys have listened to 3 seasons worth of us talking about Marissa and how she always meant well.
Her
attracts,
tagline?
She just attracts.
She
it.
means well.
She means well. It's so true. We should get shirts that say Marissa. She means well. We have another email from 2012, So Fetch. That name always gets me. They believe Marissa to have deserved better than the ending and was not tragic or destined to die, regardless of what most people believe. The fact that she was going to Greece and figured out her life negates that. Yeah. I don't believe it was her destiny.
No.
yeah, well,
But
it was
also, when you
written
look
that
at it
way.
a whole spectrum, you're like, I remember the first time watching it, I'm like, it makes sense. But also, it sucks to say that.
It also, for me right now, it's hard to have the line between what was written and what was the reality and the fiction part of it. Because I know this is what the writers and everybody wanted.
Right.
But what do I want from Marissa? I haven't actually thought about what I want from Marissa. I'm just like, okay with the ending because this is what the writers wanted. And ultimately, this is a piece of written television.
Right. Totally agree. To follow up with that, apparently Josh stated that the decision to kill her was driven by the fact that the critics didn't like her. And we'll post the interview that they sent to us on Patreon so you guys can read this.
It's so interesting. I can't wait to read that
Yeah.
because I have just read, and I was reading that too. And like I said, at ATX TV Festival, they talked about that. Like it was Misha thing. Misha wanted her character to die. She wanted to leave the show, and she thought that Marissa was pretty much
right. But they presented it to her. It's not. I don't think it's like she was all of a sudden like, I want to be killed off. I think they were like, we could go here, we could go there.
yeah. Like, what do you think for the outcome of your
think?
character?
And she was like, oh no, totally kill her.
Kill her. I don't see Marissa just like floating off into the sunset.
No.
And
Yeah.
that's it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, 'cause
and so
then,
that's
like-
why I was happy with the ending.
Yeah,
Because I don't
'cause-
see her just being on a boat, you know?
Yeah,
No,
right.
and then never bringing her back.
Yeah, I mean, because what the show was going to end, and you were going to be happy that she never showed up again.
No.
Yeah, no way.
Right, it just doesn't work.
You just prolong like your upsetness about how Marissa left the show.
Yeah, because I felt that way with other things, but then also on One Tree Hill,
Yeah.
but also understand the background of why.
Understand it, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Totally. They mention our changes in opinions toward Marissa and how culture has changed in terms of mental health and gender. We are more conscious of how we view We are more conscious on how we view these characters, which is so true. Marissa's flaw in being too nice and too naive to boys who don't deserve it. She's held accountable to such a disproportionate extent for Oliver, Trey, and even Ryan's choice to fight Trey. I think that's true.
Definitely.
Everyone is always hard on Marissa because of that, but these people made those decisions themselves.
Yes, absolutely.
And she's always getting the brunt of that. It's also mentioned that losing any of the core four or main parents would have made a huge difference to season 4. This show is built on Sandy and Ryan, Ryan and Seth, and Ryan and Marissa relationships that portray paternal love, sibling bonding, and romance, and how these relationships change a person. It's true. And they love Ryan and Marissa together and how their individual journeys conflicted with them being able to have a functional relationship. And if they had some more growth and time, they would have made an ideal relationship.
Agreed.
It was understated how Marissa was to the importance of the show and to make the show feel like the OC. I'm assuming they mean coming to season 4,
Sure.
you missing a presence of something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also have Sophie. Why do you think they brought back Teresa? To me, it felt a bit pointless. It was so quick, and for a minute, she became a love interest of Ryan's again. Was it to ground Ryan a bit in the last episode when he goes back to his old ways, or of course for the who is the father storyline?
I think just to bring back someone from Ryan's past, because we revisited Dawn.
Right.
And I'm glad that they do that.
Yeah.
Bring back the past to show, I don't know, like
Growth and change.
Yeah, to show like, look, people that you were with grew. Like, it's time for you to grow up, Ryan.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop with this.
And she does tell him you grew and Marissa grew. So you are different, but then ultimately Ryan is still who he is to the core.
And that's why she leaves. She's like, I have a kid now, so I can't be
deal
around
that.
this.
Yeah.
Right.
So like weirdly, like one of the least changed people is Ryan.
You think?
No, just like in that regard where he keeps just getting himself into this trouble. Like he still can't get away. It's always a risk to get in a fight. Like, you know, like really, like you had to get involved in that. You know, Ryan really set into motion all the things that happened, not so much Volchuk.
You should see Michelle's face.
Yeah. I mean, just go back to the prom. Call the cops. Boom, the whole thing's done. Volchuk goes,
Right.
Volchuk
Ryan
goes to
always
jail.
takes it upon himself to
and
do
Marissa
this.
doesn't die. Marissa doesn't die.
Yeah.
I'm excited to, because when we're done with this series, we're going to do individual character episodes that are bonus episodes. Teaser here. But I'm excited to talk about Ryan because when Anne's describing how he really hasn't changed, in my mind, I'm like, wait, you're right. He hasn't. But then when once it comes to season 4 finale, will I still have that same opinion? I don't know. I don't remember.
I think Taylor does wonders for Ryan.
And I think that statement I made changes at the end of 4, if I remember correctly, in how I viewed Ryan. But we'll see. I don't know.
We'll see. I can't wait to talk about each individual character.
Yeah.
Not to push the show, but
No, I'm excited for that too.
Right.
All right. So some fashion in this episode.
Let's go back to that.
I had Kirsten's blue robe.
I liked the girls' purple gowns. That's like such a pretty color purple that you don't really see.
Yeah. I liked Caitlin's striped dress.
I liked that too.
Julie's red and gold dress at graduation.
I was just going to say that I love that dress. And I really loved Taylor's hair when she was saying goodbye. It was like so blown out and voluminous.
An nod to Caitlin's collage of abs.
I liked Seth's light blue collared shirt.
Yes, I like
nice
that
color.
too. And also, I love Marissa's wishbone necklace, which, Lizzie, I have a gift for you.
What? What?
Oh, no.
She threw it at the table.
Throw it.
Yeah, it hit the table.
But to honor Marissa.
It's Tic Tacs. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right? I got us matching wishbone
this
necklaces.
Is so cute. I'm never going to take it off.
I know I was gonna put mine on. I'm like, but then
it's
she'll
so
see
dainty.
it. What if she asks about?
Oh, we're gonna take a picture and post it because it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Would you give me one?
in spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got you the ankle bracelet.
Yeah. Imagine if Aunt wore ankle bracelets,
Okay.
toe rings.
Ooh.
His
Oh
toes
my
look like
God.
baby fingers. They're
little
so
fingers.
long.
Yeah, they are. Ugh.
Anyway,
I don't hate them though.
Any
I don't hate them now.
No,
Maybe 20 years ago I hated them, but not now.
I don't mind him.
any other fashion lists?
I think that's it. I really didn't take many interest in the fashion because of everything else that was going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you have quotes?
Yeah. It sounds like you were talking about Ryan. And then let's just say I had my very own Korean barbecue.
I can't do hard time, Ryan. Seth said that.
Wondering if you can change my A's to B's.
Seth saying no cheer. Oh no, Sandy goes no cheer, but how about a hug?
Oh, yeah. Why does Sandy Cohen have to be the best father ever?
I need a new life. I need a change.
You chicks and your opinions, man.
Yeah, Volchuk said that.
I'm like, oh, okay.
If you really want to leave, I guess I have to let you go. Cooper family hug.
Cooper family hug. I had that too. The Fab Five.
Pleasure being second circle court.
I'm supposed to be the spoiled one. None taken, biatch. That's my favorite one of the whole episode.
Self-righteous, arrogant, and a little nutso. Spitz talking about Sandy.
That's all I have.
Kirsten says, you always were an old soul to Seth.
Which I'm like, yes, but also he's a child.
Yeah.
And then Taylor, don't let the bastards get you down.
Great send-off.
Great.
I struggled here. MVP and shittiest?
Well,
Yeah.
I gotta think about my shittiest.
My MVP is 3 people.
3 people. That's my MVP too.
I didn't really think about this. I don't really have a good.
Do you have a shittiest?
No.
Do you have an MVP?
No.
You have
No.
Okay, well, Liz and I will say ours. And
I'm
then
trying
you
to
can-
fuse my 3.
Me
but-
too.
Okay, so you can
So we
fuse.
all have MVPs.
Yeah.
All right. Actually,
we have multiple
and
MVPs.
I actually have 2 shittiest. Actually. now that I think
Okay.
about it, Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm pretty sure his shittiest are not
Not
part of
the
our
same
shittiest.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, no. I mean, it could be. You'll see. You'll see.
I don't know. The MVP.
3, 2, 1. Marissa Dawn
parents.
Julie.
Oh, the parents. That's
The
a good one, Aunt.
Who'd you pick?
Marissa, Sandy, Ryan.
I chose Marissa Dawn Julie.
Oh, Julie. She's so good too. See, I
Yeah.
couldn't pick.
Yeah.
Marissa, obvious, it's a given. I feel like she just went out with grace, even though it sucks what happened to her. But like, even in this whole episode, she's like, I am changing. I want to be different. I got this from my mom. I'm going to go and do something completely different. And
Yeah.
like, day one, Marissa, I never would have thought that would happen.
Yep.
So much growth.
Yes. Agreed.
Sandy, great dad stuff, you know? And Ryan, he was happy this episode
He
until
was
the
really
end.
happy.
You know,
Until
it was
the-
nice to see him smile. He was so happy. He was so mature with his mother. He was really super thankful for the car. He was going to take care of all the Volchuk bullshit. And then in the end, you know, he did whatever he could, but
I know.
that's it. Sad.
So I have to go off that Dawn and Julie, because I did choose Marissa as well. Dawn for just showing up and being sweet and giving Ryan the car and showing that she is making growth and she is trying. And Julie just was fantastic in this episode.
Fantastic.
So proud, letting Marissa go, being civil about it. I just absolutely loved her.
Yep. Yeah. Just the parents in general, I think, finally came together to
I
be
know that
decent.
family dinner.
Yeah. Just
I
came
love
together
them.
to be decent. You know, long time of them all not being decent.
Yeah.
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 Most of them.
Right.
All of them, actually.
Yeah.
All of them.
They've
Yep.
all,
Neil's done shit. Kirsten's done shit. Sandy's done shit. Julie's done shit. Who else is
Sandy's
there?
done shit.
Yeah. All done shit.
All of them.
Yep. Finally, one episode.
No one's
they're
perfect.
just celebrating their children graduating. So it was good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Shittiest, though.
Yeah.
Surprised to see.
I can't
I'm
wait
not
to
going to be
hear
surprised, actually.
Ants 2.
2 shittiest.
I wonder if it's like Ryan and Volchuk, and here's my philosophical reason.
He's never going to pick Volchuk. He's never going
He
to pick
said-
Volchuk
but
as shittiest.
I guess. Okay. All right. On 3. Here we
Yeah.
go. 3, 2, 1.
Volchuk.
Ryan Volchuk.
Oh, did he really pick Ryan and Volchuk?
That was mine. Yeah.
Shit, man.
Wait, did you choose Ryan because you feel that he brought it on to himself?
Yeah, I do. I think that he really set into motion this whole thing. Back starting at prom by just making that dumb decision. And then Volchuk, like, like, obviously, I don't know. There's a part of me that just wishes he could have articulated better, the reasons for him wanting to just talk to, to Marissa one more time.
We all wish that.
Maybe not getting drunk, like to go drive and follow them, like would have been a good choice. Like if he would have just made just a couple of better choices, and same for Ryan, Marissa wouldn't have had to die and everyone could have gotten, some sort of resolution.
Do you think Ryan should have forced Marissa to not come with him to the pawn shop? And
No, I don't think that forcing her to do something has that ever worked for
No.
against Marissa? No, it has not.
And Marissa, she made a fair point of, listen, I brought Volchuk into our lives. Let me help you take him out.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Yeah, no, not her fault. Not her fault. Ryan's
Fucking
fault.
Volchuk, man. I'm just like thinking about that
Right,
scene. Just,
it's
like,
killing me.
Such an
He
he was really okay.
Yeah, and
until
also
then.
Ryan could have just slowed down and pulled over.
I think he was trying to pull over.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but
Towards the end.
he should have did it earlier, and
I know.
and that's his. There's this like dangerous curve coming up,
Right,
and he's just
it was, like,
I gotta
really
maintain
dangerous.
my speed.
No, I know. I think about that
It was
too.
super dangerous.
Yeah,
like he
no.
probably should have just pulled over.
And I'm
He
sure
could've
that
just stopped.
blazed in his mind.
Yeah,
Absolutely, and it should.
sucks. But all the reasons why you said Volchuk was shitty, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I wish he would have done better.
Yeah, he could have. He
He
but,
could have, but
he's
he
weak.
didn't.
He's weak. He's weak.
He's
in that
very
way.
weak.
and that is why he's a villain and not a hero.
Right.
Just in your heart. He's
Just
a
in my
hero.
heart. Well, I don't know, hero.
Yeah.
I know, like anti-hero, whatever. It's maybe not the right way to describe it.
I know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Alrighty. Patron of the week.
It's patron of the week. It's patron of the week. It's patron of the week. It's patron of the week. Who will it be?
It's patron of the week.
Yeah, so this week, our patron of the week is Magnificent Mike because he did a Patreon producer episode this week. He sent us so many goodies from Canada that we tried on the podcast live. So sorry for your ears chomping around.
It was good.
But they
That
were
candy was
so good. We were just super thankful that you would even take the time to make us this care package with a typed out note of why we should eat these things and what they compare to here in America. It was so sweet, and we're really appreciative of you sending it our way. So if you're a Patreon pledge, go take a listen. It's a good episode. Chomping.
So fun.
It was so much
and
fun.
delicious.
It was
Yeah.
delicious.
And
Our
yes, and
favorite
candy.
was all dressed chips because we can't get that here in United States that we
Wait,
think.
Which one was that one? That
All
was
dressed. It was all the different seasonings on the chips. It's like sour cream and onion, salt and vinegar, barbecue.
The
It's
ones
like
you
all-
finished.
Oh, that was the all dressed one. Yeah,
Yeah,
those
those are
very
good, right?
Yeah, those are very
So
good.
good.
Yeah. That was
So
like a
good.
cheddar sour cream taste.
Yeah,
they're
Like the
really,
the
really
Ruffles
good.
cheddar sour cream.
My fave.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mike. It's been a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Mike.
Yes.
Wow. I think that's
That's it.
it. There's no
Wow.
haiku this week because we're just wrapping this episode up. We're going to be back on June 29th. We'll have the bonus episode up of
Okay.
season 3
Sure.
of all the the fun stuff of season 3 that we're going to talk about. So that'll be up for you guys on June 29th. We're going to record season 4, episode 1 on June 30th. Don't worry, you don't have to remember all this.
We'll post.
Just follow us on socials,
Yeah.
you'll find it. But ultimately, we will be back July 6th.
Yeah, season
with
4
season
premiere.
4. Holy crap.
Season 4.
Wow.
Right now,
Saying
I'm
it
almost
is-
anticipating it more
Same.
sad
I
than
know.
I ever did when the season 3 finale. I was like, oh man, season
know.
3 finale, can't wait. I don't want to watch it. Now I'm like, oh, 4? I don't know if I want to watch it just yet because it's going to be super sad still.
And also, it's 16 episodes.
Right,
So
and that's
short.
it. So short.
It's super short.
Yeah. I actually I was watching The Wire in there, but before I queued up The Wire, OC season 4, episode 1 came up, and I toyed with the idea of watching it.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
That's the title of it.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
I did not, though.
Okay.
Well, that's
you'll
nice.
watch with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be far away.
But thank you, everyone, for joining us this week and for listening and sending in your questions and comments. We so appreciate it. All the forms of it through Instagram, through email, through Patreon. We can't thank you enough. If you're an Apple Podcast listener, please consider leaving us a review, 5 stars, and rating us. Pretty great. Blair, thank you so much again for your
Thank you.
Apple Podcast review. On our next episode, we will read it. We saw that it came through on Chartable.
Yeah.
But it's not actually
on iTunes yet.
But thank you so much. We so appreciate it. Also, we've had a couple of questions about our After Dark segment. We are going to continue it for season 4. So I know we're in the last season, but we're going to
it's still
predict
relevant.
what's going to come because that's fun.
Yeah.
And I know some people watch week by week. So keep sending those After Dark questions. And if you are new to this show, which, my goodness, please let me know if you are. And this is where you're starting because, wow.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. There are some people that just, the new episode's out. I'll just go see if I like it.
Yeah, but After Dark is our, we talk everything what's to come, spoilers, and it's a lot of fun. So stay tuned after the credits for that. And we will see you on Monday, July 6th for the Avengers.
After Dark. After Dark. Let's talk OC. Yay.
Holy crap. After Dark.
After Dark.
After Dark.
All right. Wow. I can't believe that's it.
Yep.
Are you
know
going to
what's-
read the questions?
She did.
Yeah, I am. But you know what's weird too? So we took a week off
Yeah.
and I watched the finale almost like a week ago at this point. And I was so like heightened, right? I mean, I'm still heightened talking about it. But then during the week I didn't rewatch it. And so I'm emotional, but it's not emotional. Like it hasn't hit me yet.
Yeah.
You
The
can
fact-
distance yourself from it.
Right. And also the fact that like, wow, season 3 of Let's Talk OC is done.
Yeah, that hasn't hit me yet either.
We have a bonus episode, but that's a bonus. But that's it. Like we're
It's a wrap on season 3.
we're going into season 4 of a new show. I mean, a new season.
Yeah.
And the last season.
I know. Gosh. It'll set in
It's all
like,
good, though.
at like
It's all
2
good.
o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, oh my God.
Well, in the shower when you do your best work.
Oh, I do, yeah. But some After Dark comments for us at Squishy Summer Breeze.
That's a cute name.
They said they're enjoying the podcast and mentioned how excited they are for season 4 Taylor.
Yeah.
Because they
True.
love Ryan and Taylor together.
Yes.
Taylor was able to make Ryan truly happy, and he smiles more than he did with Marissa for the first 3 seasons.
Absolutely.
It's a tough statement,
It's a very tough
but
statement.
I thoroughly enjoy Taylor.
Yeah.
Me
as
too.
a character, and I thoroughly enjoy her with Ryan. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what I remember that
Right.
to
Yeah.
be.
I don't really have any specific memories of them
Me
except
either.
that I just remember like
Loving
really
it.
enjoying
Yeah.
it. you
Yeah.
know?
Same.
Yeah.
You're just happy. You're like, oh, it's just light and
Yeah.
Yeah.
No drama kind. Well,
Right,
sort
sort
of,
of.
but no drama.
Right. Mike says Taylor saying goodbye to Sethimer, wondering if this is a way to cover Taylor in case she didn't return for season 4.
yeah, we discussed that.
He also wishes she didn't return and would have been happier to see Anna become a main cast member.
We do. I can agree to that. I would love to see Anna become a main cast member,
Yeah, I know.
but
But
you
then
know.
it would have just been a Seth, Anna, Summer thing.
You think
and
they would have
then
done like a
Ryan.
love triangle thing again?
I don't know. I don't know.
hope
They wouldn't have done a love triangle. But like, how does Ryan fit into that picture?
Maybe
you know?
Ryan would date Anna.
I don't know.
I don't
They
see
wouldn't.
that, but
no way, man.
no, because then we could have had like a random person that we bring into the season for Ryan to date,
I guess that's Taylor.
Taylor.
and then it could have been Taylor. Like we still
Taylor.
kept her on.
That's true. Question: if Ryan didn't come to Newport, where do you think that our characters would be?
I mean, Seth probably would have just went to Brown and been alone.
I think
Were Marissa and Luke still be together? Would Kiki's intervention unsuccessful?
I think Marissa, she would have OD'd in TJ, and that would have been it.
Well, Mike mentions that in the Christopher episode, they do say that without Ryan, Marissa would have died in TJ.
Right.
Yeah, they do say that.
And Luke maybe wouldn't have cheated due to the fact that he was jealous of Ryan.
I don't know.
Her and Luke would have fizzled out though,
Yeah.
real quick.
I think
he
they
was
might have.
not mature enough to do that relationship, and
So the
then he
fact
grew
that
and he moved. So
the writers wrote that Marissa would have died in TJ
right, that was
means that she was destined to die early,
Yeah.
and that Ryan ultimately gave her more life.
more life,
living on borrowed
longer
time.
time. Oof. Ooh, light bulb. That's freaky. I actually just got goosebumps.
Me too.
Oh, that's freaky though.
Borrowed time. It's like
Right. So
Final
the
Destination.
writers always had that destiny for her.
Well, I think they, in
Sort
writing
of.
this episode, they're like, let's make it so it works that
Right.
Marissa's destiny was always to die. Maybe not starting out,
Yeah, no,
Right,
I
right.
think
but
so,
let's just make that work for how it is now.
yeah.
And it does work. I mean, that makes sense when you put
Yeah, I
two and two
guess.
together
I don't know,
like
like,
that.
what you, like
I don't remember that actually. So I'm
Oh.
excited for that. And Chris McCa's my favorite episode because it's so wonky and crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
So fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
Lisa in her email mentioned Sandy and Kirsten's baby, which we did not forget
No, we did
about.
not. Michelle and I still talk about it. We just haven't talked
Sophie?
about it on mic.
Yeah, no, we always remember Sophie.
Yeah,
The
Sophie.
little baby.
Cohen.
I think
Sophie
just
Cohen.
because so much other things happen, where at that point I'm like, oh,
Yeah, and it's such a
okay.
light thing that
Yeah.
happens randomly. Does it happen towards? It happens in the
I thought it happened in the finale
finale, right? And then we have like the flash forward.
because they moved to Berkeley. They moved to the house, right?
Oh my god!
Because the Cohen's house is destroyed in an earthquake.
Yep. And
You
and
see my face? I'm like,
I just spoiled big things. You're
no, I don't.
yeah.
But you didn't spoil it because I've watched it at one point. But
And the people that
Wow.
own the house were like in the first episode or early episode.
They were actually, believe they were casted as waiters.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
oh, really? That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited though.
Yeah. If I'm remembering that all correctly.
Yeah,
they
you
were
could be
like-
remembering
No,
it
no,
wrong.
but
They were
their
wait-
Cohen's house is destroyed in an earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they move up there because they want to live in Berkeley and
and they come across that house
they
and
come
then
across a house. Yeah. And doesn't Seth and Summer get married in the backyard?
I think so maybe.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Lisa's also looking forward to seeing Che. He's so great in the worst way. He is insane.
Yeah.
I remember him being incredibly annoying, and I just wanted him to leave. That was just my opinion.
No,
There was like
weird.
it started off like he was annoying. I was like, oh, what's this guy doing? And then I kind of I remember liking him, with the otter. The otter.
otter.
Does he
Yeah,
mess
with
with
Seth.
Seth Ummer's relationship?
Yeah,
Doesn't
sort
he have
of.
a crush on Summer?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah.
In this weird way.
And then he crushes on Seth in that
Yeah.
episode.
Because of the
otter.
The
He thinks-
otter.
Yeah, but then, it turns out it was this girl. But yeah, he does kind of like get in the middle
weird.
of
That episode is so weird.
yeah.
I wonder if I'll
There's
find it
lots of
amusing.
weird parts
Yeah.
in this season to come. So
Jillian feels as though Jimmy was the reason for Marissa's death, which we
Yeah.
spoke about going off of
Agreed.
what Mike said about Marissa dying in TJ if Ryan never showed. She thinks season 4 would have been the last regardless if Marissa died, so feels slighted by them killing her off. She would have felt and loved to see the core 4 get a happy ending.
right. I can see why she feels slighted. I mean,
Yeah.
it's obviously the consensus is they thought Marissa deserved better than what they gave her.
If you're going to do one more, then do one more.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I guess.
Vic, last but not least, is excited for all the new locations and getting closure with Volchuk in season 4 and so excited for Taylor.
Yeah, I do like the beginning of season 4. It's it's cool.
Well, that's when Volchuk is still around, right?
Which
Makes
I
sense.
Totally disregard. I don't know how I forgot about that.
yeah, like that's it. Like this is the end of Volchuk. This
I don't know,
episode.
and I don't
He kills
know.
Marissa.
No, I know, but like it's such a huge moment that you're like, oh, you want to be done with Volchuk after that, but you're
mentally,
not.
I just wrote him off. I was
Yeah.
like, cancel, bye.
Nope. He's around
And that's it for After Dark.
after dark.
I'm excited for our bonus episode.
Me too. I can't wait to dive into all that is season 3 and
Yeah.
tally up our MVPs and our shittiest.
Yeah, and also to
favorite
just
moments.
look at what
Marissa.
but also what my favorite episode was.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. I really have to look.
I also felt in season 3, not to get into it because we will get into it, but the whole time we were waiting for it to get bad.
Yeah.
And we kept saying that every week.
And
Like,
it didn't really.
waiting for this to get bad. Oh, waiting for this to be the fuller episode. And every episode I'm like, this isn't so bad.
I think we put a lot of pressure on it to be bad because you're always saying, oh, I don't go back to watch 3 because it wasn't my favorite. But it's like, really wasn't so bad when in hindsight when you look at it.
No.
Maybe it's just because like not enough happens. Weirdly, like a lot of stuff happens, but like
Right.
I don't know. Like I don't know. You go back, you watch. I don't know.
but don't you
I
think
know.
1 and 2 were so jam packed?
Yeah.
So
One
3,
especially.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
there's like a lot of things in 1 and 2, and then like just for whatever reason, you just don't go to 3. Why don't you ever like want to pick a random episode in 3?
Oh, I think because it depresses me. Because
Yeah,
I know the
probably.
whole time what's coming.
Right.
That's why.
It's
probably,
just
yeah.
because it's depressing to watch it, knowing what happens.
Yeah.
And there's definitely sprinkles of happy moments throughout the season.
Yeah.
But overall, you always know in the back of your mind, like,
Right.
well,
Like a happy moment
Yeah.
for Marissa, you're like, well, it's ultimately sad
It's
because
sad.
she dies.
I mean,
She did.
2 teens died.
Right.
And like we said, Ryan witnessed 2 teens
And
died.
he witnessed both of them,
yeah.
which sucks. Poor Ryan. If he didn't need therapy already, he really needs it now. I mean, they all need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Johnny.
Johnny, it feels like a lifetime ago, though.
Yeah, it really does. Because like I just thought to myself for like a
Were
second.
you like, who are they talking about?
No. I knew who they were talking about, but I was thinking about like I was like, wow, Johnny is this season, and it
Right.
just feels like forever.
And it
ago.
wasn't even that many episodes ago.
That. I think that is where like I'm like I don't want to watch season 3. It's
Right.
'cause
From
of
that
Johnny.
moment on, it gets depressing all the
No,
way
like
down.
I don't even.
I've asked
like,
you this,
I don't
though,
want any of
Johnny or
Johnny.
Lindsay?
Well, Lindsay, but Johnny is, Johnny's there. Like Johnny's okay. So it probably goes like on the bottom, way bottom. Lindsay, and then like up a little bit, Johnny, and then Jimmy.
He's changing his bottom 5. Sort of.
It's like
Yeah, I guess I do have to do it.
JJ. Yeah, when we wrap the series, we're going to have to do our top and bottoms. I know
Yeah.
Carmen sent it, so we will go through that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I just want to do it all at once.
Yeah. It'd be easier that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening.
Yeah. Thank you for listening every week. Thank you for sticking
I know that you're here.
that you're here.
Literally after dark, in the dark. We're in the dark.
We're in the dark. It's
Super
we're
depressing.
in a depressing time in the world right now.
Yeah.
I know.
Now Marissa Cooper is dead, so it's even more depressing.
Yeah.
But we're excited for season 4.
You know what, though? I'll leave with this. It's really twisted for me to say, but it's almost like, well, we're now past that.
Yeah, we
And
are.
I no
and now we're
longer
on to other
have to
things.
be stressed out and anxious about Marissa,
Yeah,
I know.
even though the way she
But
died.
they do mention her. It's not like she's gone.
No, they do mention her.
So it would be nice, but also I think it would be even more sad from now on.
Probably it's going to get rough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Seeing
gonna be
Julie, I think will.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.